than that.
Nothing is
nothing more
more
emerging.
critical than killing cops.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the
Oh,
most
that-
important thing.
That reminds me. I watched a video yesterday. It's 4 months old, and it was a skit, but it was about these guys. They just have like a photo of like 9/11 in their like living room.
Okay.
Pretty important. There's not any more to the story. I just thought it'd be funny to put that at the beginning of the stream.
Okay. They have a photo of 9/11.
It's a funny skit. I recommend it.
Woo, 9/11, baby.
They also have a secret 9/11 handshake.
That's good. Malik, do you have one of those?
No comment.
That means yes.
I feel like you should have a comment now. I think it's worse if you don't.
I refrain from discussing anything regarding 9/11.
The nature of my work, I am not allowed to comment on this matter.
Whoa.
Which job are we talking about here?
The one that pays him.
Yeah, which one?
All right, let's
All right.
center Keith. Oh, you gotta be over here. You're not Agent Tavin. You're Agent Keith.
Oh, I have to connect the server.
I'm Agent Phoebe, actually.
Well, for now you're Agent
Ancient
Keith.
Ruby.
Ruby Knight.
Ruby Roo
So ready to commit crimes.
against
My
humanity.
laptop screen is too small that I get an error message when I play.
You gotta
Just zoom out.
set up. Wait, what the heck? Yeah, you gotta. Do you not have an SSL certificate on your server, or is that just FLC being done?
Supersonic Legend.
Wow.
I do.
That was impressive.
Connection secure. Certificate is valid.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why
get a
FLC
warning every time.
Yeah,
On
it
FLC.
might just, yeah, it might be FLC.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I'm not safe on this website.
I'm safe from my phone. Not on the Wi-Fi too. Not that that would matter, but
Is that a game?
Supersonic
Actually.
Legend's the top rating in Rocket League.
Oh. I thought it was a Sonic game.
No.
I was like, I haven't heard of that one.
yeah, it's secure. Just tried it on my phone.
I don't know, the FLC is weird.
It's not secure in my browser.
Well, we have a Tesla mattress. You guys know what a
What?
Tesla mattress is?
It's a mattress you put in your Tesla.
I got a
It's
Snapchat
shocking.
from my friend, and I was like, "Girl, buy a bed." She said, "It's taking forever to deliver. We have a Tesla mattress, so we're not sleeping on the floor."
I mean, like a car. She's sleeping in the car.
She's sleeping. Maybe. But she sent a Snapchat of like her waking up, and she was on the floor. So
I thought she said she wasn't sleeping on the floor.
that's what she said. That's what she
That's
said.
what she said.
But she was on the floor. She was inches from the carpet. So
You can get a Model Y Air mattress for $260.
whoa.
Do people still buy stuff from Tesla?
My dad just did.
Yeah, she just bought a Tesla.
That's a
They're
choice.
cheaper right now.
You
Yeah,
know,
they're cheap.
yeah.
good deal.
You know, most people don't care about these things.
Huh.
Most people just like stuff.
I'd say lots of people care about things, but
They don't care enough
about them
to.
long enough.
They also don't
People like
care.
money more.
Well, people care about things so long as it doesn't impact what they do or want.
Yeah.
So you can care about things, but if they really want a Tesla, you know, you can do the appropriate mental
Tesla.
gymnastics.
They'll get
I
a
mean-
Tesla.
Computer.
There's other competitors. I don't know if they're any better. But they're just
It's not going to make any difference if I buy the car, you know? It's not like it's going to put them out of business or anything. It doesn't matter. There's no difference.
I don't know if like a Ford
is
is
true.
necessarily better, but like
Ford is historically really good.
yeah.
How,
It's a good
how
friend of the
many
Jews.
how many Nazi salutes did Mr. Ford do?
Probably a lot.
Probably a number that's
But how many do we
higher
know
than
of?
you'd expect.
We don't know of any. That's true.
So
Is that true? Do we really not know of any?
We know of
I-
some statements he's made. I don't know that we have.
I think back
Let's
in
see.
the
Henry
day,
Ford Nazi salute.
I think back in the day they didn't casually do that.
While there's no, thank you, Gemini. While there's no evidence Henry Ford performed a Nazi salute, his relationship with the Nazi regime and acceptance of an award from them have led to scrutiny and controversy. So,
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think the competitors are any better necessarily. They're just
Oh, you
currently
can't-
not as publicly
You
he's
can't
dead.
bad.
He's dead.
you can't crucify a man just because he accepts an award from the Nazis. It's an award.
You only
From the
crucify
Nazis.
Jews, actually.
I think he was
Not
Christian.
in today's era. Are we live?
We are live.
Yeah, we gotta front mode these because if we're gonna demonetize ourselves, we gotta get that shit over with.
Gotta start. Last episode got muted for copyright music. I'm not sure how.
That's interesting.
Is the
I
music
think it was
not?
when Tavin was singing. Like actually, because it was only like 10 seconds.
Is the music you're
It's really
playing not
good.
copyrighted? Is it royalty free?
I bought it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have a license to play it on a stream necessarily.
That's true.
Paizo's pretty good though.
Even more so.
We're not playing Pathfinder.
Oh,
If we
right.
were, I could play that music on stream and it's fine.
Even more so, even if you do have the rights to it, YouTube isn't gonna know about it. You have to put it like a content ID
No,
thing.
YouTube's fine. Twitch got it.
Oh.
If you put a little corner of you playing Pathfinder in the top left, then you can use the music from the game.
That's true. Could play Pathfinder music while playing Delta Green.
Is that their rules?
Yeah, that's the rule. Says so in their license.
You have
So
to be playing the game.
playing some Delta Green. Does anyone want to tell me what's going on?
Man, I wish I knew.
Tavin's in a pile of trash.
He got out of it.
Did
Well,
he?
Well, he
for
didn't get
now,
out of the.
we'll pretend that he's still in a pile of trash.
Well, I think he's probably still wearing the trash ghillie suit, but he's not laying down anymore.
Yeah, he's still in it.
He's still wearing the suit, yeah.
He's still pretty trashy.
Yeah. Which we're happy for.
Yeah.
So-
let him live his life, you know.
That's pretty much the whole summary, I'd say.
We started
Marv
the
and-
session with having left the police station. And we decided we needed to go see if the lawyer was safe. And we also wanted to keep an eye on the station to see what their behaviors were like what their day-to-day looked like. So we staked out both locations. The team that went to go see the lawyer was very bad at staying hidden. They were extremely obvious, so they were made immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
sounds
ever since-
inaccurate.
Ever since they were made, the lawyer's been missing. We haven't seen her at all. We went back later. This is skipping a little ahead, but we went back later and she wasn't there anymore. No one had seen her. So it's unclear if she just went back to Texas or if she's been taken. But given what we know of her and how passionate she is about making sure this case gets solved, and what she told us in our multiple meetings with her about her not being able to get scared off the case, we're leaning toward her being taken. We did see the police officers show up at that place at night and say something to each other and then drive away. Maybe she left through like a back door or something and then they caught her. We don't know the situation, but we know we haven't seen her in about a day and a half or something.
Mhm.
And her office thinks that she's gone.
The team staking out the lawyer would like to state that despite the previous testament given, there's no reason to believe there's a causal relationship with the poor ability to hide and the lawyer disappearing. There's no reason to believe the two are causally related.
And we who are staking the police station kind of like track their behavior. They're coming and going. We noted that they left during shift change. Certain people had never left the building, like the lieutenant and I can't remember which the other person was who didn't leave, but only the young one left. And then the next day, we decided to go together to the city hall. And at city hall, we learned more about the case of the Southside Tiger. And if I look at my notes, we learned that all the victims of the Southside Tiger died 14 days after disappearance, which was the same as Jazz. That the mercury was found on the Southside Tiger, but much more was found on victims. The missing journal was in a picture shown in the report, but it was never mentioned in the report. So there's a journal missing. And Lieutenant John Marlin, Freddie Sutton, Julian Sands, and Anton Gully were the slug squad that went into the building to capture him. And so now, and then when we left the building, we got threatened by one of those people. I can't remember which one it was.
A while ago, right?
What?
Several, like in episode 2.
No. When we left City Hall, remember there's the squirrel that landed on the thing, and then there was people sitting on the floor.
It was not those people.
It was one of those people.
Nope.
It was not. Someone else.
It was someone else from the station that you don't know the name of, and some other deputy from some other station.
Okay. Oh, they came over and threatened us. And some of the team went back to go check on the lawyer, and that's kind of where I skipped ahead earlier. But they can't find her. They hid in some garbage bag, and yeah, she's missing. So we suspect that we have now 13 days to find her before she finds up dead.
When do we start suspecting that?
That's what I suspect, because that's what we learned from City Hall. That based on her personality,
like, you have 13 days to find this lawyer.
Yeah.
I said that specifically.
Based on what we know of her personality, I don't think she would have just up and left the case. And based on what we know about the Southside Tiger disappearances and Jazz's disappearances, they all turned up dead after 14 days.
There's plenty of reasons to believe she would just leave her office, you know, the fact that she's paranoid. Well, maybe not paranoid. Maybe paranoid isn't the right word, but she's hypervigilant.
So my character thinks that she's been captured.
She is right.
And she'll be the next victim.
She is rightfully cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not really paranoid.
I don't think there's any reason for her to be scared of me.
Except that you lied to her.
So that's what happened last week.
Okay. So, yes, there was also a squirrel that fell and puked up a bunch of shit. And
so we did an autopsy on.
At the end of the session, you guys all had to make a sanity check because you realized that this is the turning point. You have no mundane options left. You have not identified the unnatural, although you're all very sure there's something weird going on here, something unnatural, and there's something fucked up going on with the sheriff's department. You realized just doing regular investigation work is not going to get the job done. You've been stonewalled everywhere. You have to push. and your Delta Green training is about to kick in, because you're gonna have to do some black bag operations here. And this affects Phoebe the most, who lost a little bit of Sandy, but pushed off 4 of that onto her cat,
No, Rachel.
onto Charlotte,
Charlotte, whatever her name. My best friend.
your best friend. What, can you describe this best friend for the audience and for me?
And for yourself.
So, I don't have my notes with me. It's my other computer. Charlotte was, I have to recall, I wrote this a while ago now. I think Charlotte was the one who introduced Phoebe to her husband, her late husband, in college.
Okay.
Because I think Charlotte was in class with him, and they met, blah blah blah. And I think that's literally all I wrote.
Okay.
Other than they were friends in high school as well, I think.
All right. Then why don't we start in the hotel room? Morning the next day after you guys had that eventful day at City Hall. It's now Monday, right? No, we already did Monday. It's Tuesday now. City Hall was Monday. It's Tuesday. Got a text at midnight. It looks like whether you were already asleep or you were up late working, doing some research, you didn't see this text. You got a text in the morning from Charlotte saying, "Hey, I need your help. Call me when you get a chance."
Who doesn't need my help?
Oh, God damn it.
The New Mexican accent, it's back.
It's a good thing Charlotte is a friend from college.
No, she's from high school.
Oh.
Why doesn't Charlotte also have a New Mexican accent?
That's a good question.
She should, right,
God.
Keaton?
Yeah, she really should.
She moved to New York and lost her accent.
You know, I was actually thinking that would be the result, and you said exactly what I was thinking.
My immersion's being ruined.
I was gonna go, wow, ever since you moved to New York, you've really lost your accent.
Wild.
That's funny. You even chose the same state.
Yeah. I know Charlotte. I am Charlotte.
It's because you guys are both thinking about New York because of the elections. The mayoral election.
She voted for
Mamdani.
She's gonna vote for Mamdani in 6 years. Don't worry about it.
She's actually prepping him right now.
Yeah. She's working. She's on the campaign trail.
Yeah.
You get that text? Do you call her?
Yeah, I call her after like my little hours of sleep and the strain I've been living through.
Yes. All the stress. And remember, Phoebe is feeling a little helpless.
She's taking it particularly hard because she could have totally saved the lawyer. She could just handled that situation better.
She could have saved her husband too if she just flew that plane better.
Yeah.
And didn't run into that helicopter.
Phoebe actually doesn't live with regrets, so.
Phoebe has no regrets. She's glad her husband is dead.
Yeah.
She's glad that he died so that she can avenge him because she's met the man that killed him. Taking it into her own hand. This is all about her vengeance against Bill Chambers. That's the real plot line.
That's the main arc. All right. Oh, hey Phoebe, what's up?
Oh, hi Charlotte. It sounds like you've lost your accent.
Yeah,
What happened?
It's been a while. And just New York things. Can you hear my New York accent? Is it coming through?
Yeah, you sound just like you're one of them now.
Yeah. So
you needed some help from me.
yeah, well, I want your advice at least. What? Sorry, what was your husband's name?
I don't remember. I don't have my notes, and I think you deleted it off my character sheet. Let me see if I wrote it.
I deleted it.
It's no longer in my bond. I had it. I had my husband written there, and I just wrote dead.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
Oh man.
Well, do you remember?
Oh wait, you know what?
Do
I
you
could
remember-
probably find it because I think I messaged it to you.
Do you remember your dead husband's name?
It's been so long. She met her late husband.
Jeff.
No, I don't think it was Jeff. It was something with a J though, I think.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Hold on. I'm reading.
Jacob Smith.
No, because he would never have been in a plane because he would have just ran there.
He would have just ran to his destination. He would have been safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently I didn't write his name in the story.
So it's Jack.
Do you remember your husband, Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, he lived in New York.
Yeah, he did. Well, I ran into his brother, Jack. George Jack.
Costanza. His brother George Costanza. I don't know why they have different last names.
They changed it when he got married.
Yeah.
I ran into his brother, George, and we were talking about.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no.
Did it hurt when you run into him?
He didn't hurt me or anything. He is quite strong.
He's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It could probably hurt if you ran into him.
He's a strong man, and
It's like a wall.
well, he and I got to talking, and we had dinner, reminiscing about the old times. The four of us, four of us hanging out in our hotel room our dorm rooms in New Mexico. Where did you go to school?
Mm-hmm.
New Mexico.
University.
You went to university?
I said I didn't choose a school.
Our dorm rooms in university. We were reminiscing about all those times and how much we missed Jerry.
He was so funny.
He's
You always had something to say about airplane food.
he loved that joke. He never figured out the deal with that. But maybe that's what killed him. The airplane food.
Suspect.
It was bad airplane food. Anyway, George asked me out. You see, she pauses for a moment.
Out of what?
Out of my comfort zone and onto a date.
Oh. Well, what'd you say?
What? I told him I'd call him.
And that's it?
Well, I want to speak to you first.
Why do you need to speak to me if you want to go on a date with the guy?
Well, because they were twins after all.
That's fucking weird.
I don't really get what that means, or what are you insinuating?
I don't know, Phoebe. I'm sorry. Well, he told you, right?
She told me what?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. So are you okay if I go out with him?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm busy with work anyway. I only sleep 2 hours a night, and I don't have time to talk to most people. Why would it affect me?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess nothing really affects you, huh?
Well, that's kind of rude. What the heck?
Bye, Phoebe. You're supposed to be pushing off your sanity on there.
I was learning more about her dating George. That's what she told me about.
Yeah.
I don't care if she dates a guy.
Okay. Then I'm taking that sanity back.
No, wait.
Taking it back. She's saying again.
No.
No, you're losing it.
Stop. Stop. It's not fair. It sounds like you're just living the perfect life. Is that what you want, Keaton? Is that what you want?
I don't know.
Start yelling at her. Just...
Do something.
Somebody's sleeping in the room next to me. I can't yell.
Okay, fine. It's good enough for now.
So your friend called you asking if she could date your dead husband's twin?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
and you're not
I don't
angry.
know. I don't feel like that would be something to be angry at. Am I wrong to think that?
Well, you're starting to
That's
go
at least
insane.
a little weird.
You're starting to go insane. So, it doesn't really matter if it's rational to be upset about that or not, right?
You also
That you're irrational.
maybe aren't upset at that. You're just sort of, it's just it's
It's not something you can deal with right now. It's a think about. You can't process that, right?
yeah. I think the idea is your character is super stressed or anxious or going insane, and then that just gets projected out, right? It's not necessarily. Now, would that in particular trigger it? I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe there could be a better inciting incident.
It
but
does.
Why would that trigger it? I'm so
But
confused.
but that's how
Anything would
that
trigger
works.
it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
but it
reason
is
I
kind
chose
of that
that
way.
is because I had nothing else to go off of. I didn't know anything about
Fair.
Charlotte.
Me neither.
So that's why you just gotta go for it.
All right.
But
I just didn't get it. Sorry. It's my fault.
it's your fault, Keith. You're bad at this game. Just kidding.
Sure.
That's fine. That's good enough. Weird
I'm
situation.
not a woman. I don't know how she would interact.
I don't understand women.
I don't get that.
It's okay. That's okay. She's it's only for sanity, you know.
I need that. That's a lot of my sanity.
No, I took it away from Charlotte. Maybe it'll.
Frick you, Charlotte. I hope you live a happy life. I'm over here having to travel the world, and you're trying to date a man that looked like my husband. Frick
Yeah, got him.
you whore.
Perfect.
How was that?
It's perfect.
Lawnmower is the only one who cares about me.
Well.
Why I would never push my insanity on him.
I love lawnmower.
The only one that gets me.
Okay.
Is
So
that better? You like that more?
yeah, it's good enough.
That was canon.
That's canon, yeah. And she just started crying and hung up the phone.
Yeah, you would hang up. Can't handle what I got going on. You think your life's so hard talking to a man that you ran into for some reason. Can't open your eyes.
He was
Yeah,
just-
stop pretending like you didn't go looking for him.
That George Costanza, I just can't resist him.
Yeah, love that balding crown of his.
It's really in.
Is that so, Malik?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't saying that as Malik. He was saying that as Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin also. Marvin also thinks that.
Either one.
Okay. Well, before we do some real gameplay, before we do some real-time action, you guys got some checked boxes, am I right?
No. I
Phoebe
think
never
did I roll
fails.
yesterday?
I
I don't think I
so.
rolled a skill yesterday,
You-
other than
you rolled
sanity, which I
sanity.
failed. There's no checkbox for that.
Bill got to give me 3 d4s for alertness, disguise, and stealth. And then Marvin's got to do 2 for forensics that he's got an 80 in, somehow failed, and law.
What do we have to do? Sorry?
1d4.
Like with the skills? For each one?
Frick.
Each checked box, you get 1d4 extra training in him.
Okay, so
Okay.
just
I'm
assume they're
starting
in
in
order.
Nice! So my law's 44 now. And then uncheck
I'll do.
that.
Oh
And then
wait.
forensics.
44? Was that 40?
4 again. It was at 40, but you said I get 1d4 added training.
Oh, you're adding 2 to your forensics?
Wait, what do you mean?
You rolled a
I
2
thought
and a
I
4.
I rolled a 4 and a 4. Oh. Sorry. Yeah.
One of those gets 4. I don't care which.
I saw Phoebe's 2 4s and I think I thought they were
Oh,
mine.
do we get to allocate them however we want?
I don't really care.
Well, yeah, I put 2 into law and 4 into first.
Okay,
He
then.
really does not
I
want to fail.
roll
I'd rather you do
3.
them in order, but whatever.
Okay, well then they're in order. Hopefully.
Yeah, that is the
Oh.
order. I did law and
Got it.
forensics, so I did it in
Okay.
order.
Sorry, ignore that unless you remember what the numbers were, unless we can see them.
You can see them 3,
Can
1,
we?
1.
Okay, cool.
You
Okay,
can click it.
3, 1, 1.
311.
So alertness goes up 3. What's after alertness? Disguise goes up 1.
All the way to
Stealth goes
11.
up 1. Yeah, man.
Hey, you can critically succeed disguise twice as much now. Think of it that way. Actually, you could not critically succeed before. You could only critically fail. No, no, there's a 1. Yeah. Now you can crit succeed on a 1 and an 11. Congrats.
Nice.
Doubled your crit chance right there. Okay, so you guys wake up in the morning feeling like a bad guy. What do you want to do? Wake up in your hotel rooms. Phoebe had a weird phone call. Benny's just, I don't know if he's staying in the room with any of you guys, but he's just
He's sleeping on the floor.
he's sleeping
in
on
the
the floor in
trash
his
suit.
trash ghillie suit, smoking. You see smoke coming out of it. He's like, I'm gonna need a minute, guys. I'm gonna need a day. He's just smoking.
I just don't feel like I'm powered on today.
Kind of feel like my powers run out.
Dang, that was a spot on impression, Keith.
Thank you.
I could picture Tavin.
You look just like him.
Thank you. It's actually just a RuneScape character, though.
Wow. Alright. Is it reasonable to assume we're like are we like in the room? Are we like at breakfast? Are we all in the same room?
You tell me. I don't care.
I'm not in your room.
I feel like, yeah, you guys are more specific than I would be. Bill doesn't give a fuck.
I'm in,
So,
the,
okay.
I'm in the lobby area getting the free continental breakfast in the hotel. I'm at the waffle iron.
Or, okay, we're gonna talk dirty shit, right? So let's,
What?
What?
Whoa.
we're gonna be doing some black bag stuff, right? Is that what you called it?
Black
Don't
guy
be-
alerted me over breakfast.
Yeah, please never say that again. We're just trying to eat here.
Is that what you called it? Was a black bag?
That's what I said.
Black bag. I've not heard that. Oh, it's a movie. Wow.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
I think
bacon
let's.
with my breakfast. Anyone want to go pig hunting?
I think we should go during his work hours and get into the lieutenant's house, look for that journal.
I think we should commit crimes.
Yeah. So you guys are having breakfast. I guess you guys are. I guess we're gonna be all sitting down together. Just say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody does their things. You get your coffee. What does Marv get?
I got waffle iron.
You get your waffle iron. Sorry.
Just
I'm
iron?
getting waffles.
Toasted eggs.
Just
You're toasting eggs.
No, toast and eggs and a coffee.
Do you run
a
your
waffle iron and
do you run your toast through that like
toasted eggs?
Do you run that toast at the conveyor belt toaster? Does it catch fire or is it good this time?
You guys get your breakfast. You're sitting down.
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
lobby.
Let's speed it up. Let's
You're off
speed
in
it
the
up.
corner near like a fireplace or something in the lounge area. No one else is around you. Some other hotel guests are getting breakfast or whatever, but so far no one's sitting near you. What do you talk about?
What's our plan for the day, guys?
I think we should go to the lieutenant's house. Look for the journal. I think that'll reveal everything.
I think we're running out of what would we call them, above the line options here, unless you guys are seeing any more.
We could. I still like the idea of going to the Southside Tigers hiding point and see if there's any evidence of how he made his drugs that he used.
Oh, to the to the basement where they found him at?
Yeah. Or any indication of where he was supplied.
I mean, either way, at this point, we're gonna be breaking into wherever we need to go, right?
It's just lightly entering.
Lightly intern, I like that.
We're gonna have to split up into two groups. One team goes to the lieutenant's house. The other team goes to the Southside Tigers.
I think Marv makes the most sense to go to the Southside Tiger with his knowledge.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be of much help breaking and entering.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but mind you, you're still gonna be breaking and entering. It's just a question if there's gonna be anybody home or not.
Yeah, I'll take my chances breaking and entering.
I mean,
abandoned lot than
how long?
lieutenant's apartment or house or whatever.
How long ago were these cases? And are we sure it's still abandoned?
A couple years ago. It is the house of a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's a decent bet, but
I bet it's really cheap and you could like build some ADUs on it.
typically what do? Don't they just rip those things down?
It's currently off market, but the Zillow estimate is $879,000 in Los Angeles.
Is that today? Like right now?
That's right now. So back in
This is a
2018,
real house you just looked up?
yeah, back in 2018, it was probably more like $500K, and it was a house of a serial killer, so it's probably even less.
We should buy it.
It's not actually a serial killer house in real life, but I have the address.
That we know of.
I can see the house.
Do we have the address? We should, right? We should know where it is.
Yeah, you guys have the address. It was in the City Hall records. I'm not gonna say it.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
I want to see the house.
It's a nice little Spanish style house. Nice.
And it has a basement.
Does have a basement, which is a little strange. It's an older house.
Maybe it's a wine cellar.
So,
Wow.
Someone's gonna go to Franklin Dyer's house, the Southside Tigers house. It was built in 1925, 1,400 square feet. Is just one person go? Is just Marvin going, or is someone going with him?
Twos. We go in twos. Who should go with him? I don't know.
The Benny can go with him.
Yeah, Benny will come with me.
Okay.
He'll fit right in. Wearing his trash.
Does Phoebe have stealth? Because
No, we're gonna be back right at the same issue again.
Will guaranteed fail any stealth roll. So if we're just talking purely pragmatically here, we either need to figure out another roll type or we will fail.
Benny should go to the lieutenant's
Got a
house.
21 stealth. There's only a 79% chance you fail.
I have law, so I can say we're legally entering.
Law could help. Disguise could help.
So, yeah.
Phoebe's persuasion can help, and if they run into someone.
So, definitely Benny should be leading this. Because he's got stealth. He doesn't have disguise. Wait, does Phoebe have disguise?
I mean, it only matters so much
no.
if Benny has stealth if the rest of you do not, right? It's not like he can make you guys more stealthy.
That is how real world logic works, yes.
That's how it works here too.
Well,
If you guys
then
are
it
like in
sounds-
a car or something, he can stealthily drive around maybe, or you can provide advice, like we should go around this way instead of that way. But like your footsteps and shit, can't do that.
Yeah.
If you guys are clumsy, you're clumsy.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you want to like do out the rolls and stuff, but like presumably
Depends
if
on
you're
what you
like
guys do.
Yeah. I think there's scenarios where realistically only he would need stealth because there's certain critical points, right?
Well, you
But
should
anyways.
design a plan
Anyways.
such that that is the case. Otherwise,
Anyways,
you'll get
I
caught.
think we should have Benny, if for that one.
So is Marvin going by himself? What do you mean we should have
I don't-
Benny?
We should
I think-
have Benny for breaking into the officer's house.
I agree. I feel like that would be Benny's best job, personally.
So, I mean, it's
Doesn't
just a
matter
little,
between
it's a
you and
little
me.
unfortunate that he's. I mean, yeah, I guess then it would probably make sense for me to go with Marv, and then it's a little unfortunate just because Gavin's not here. But I guess you can just sort of role play for him a little bit, Keith.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
Unless we want to play suboptimally, which is always an option. But in terms of roles,
Well, what makes the most sense, like lore-wise? I'd say. Like, who should go where? Like, I think it makes sense that we send Marvin to do stuff about drugs. Like, I think that makes sense.
it makes sense for him to do that. I don't remember specifically what Benny's background is, but I guess I'm gonna say he's been on some form of stealth ops, which.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it makes sense he goes.
So it
there.
makes sense for him to be breaking and entering into an officer's building, I think, and then.
It's just a matter of you and I guess, then.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes sense for me to go with Marv just because he has. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I have, I guess, more combat experience than he does, but presumably Marv can handle himself too. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Then I guess we have somebody who can do combat in both groups then.
If anything, I don't think Benny could theoretically go on his own, but A, that's sort of stupid for the gameplay. B, I think it makes sense for you to support him too, in whatever way the plan ends up being, which we should figure out in
Yeah.
character. All right, well, if you're thinking about this logically, Marv wants to go in and do his, doctor crime scene shit sweep on the basement. I guess I can give him backup. And Phoebe, you can give backup for Benny. That said, I think you guys are going to need a little bit of a plan for how you want to break in on this officer's apartment or house or whatever.
Know if he's single? Does he live with anyone?
No evidence of a spouse or kids.
Okay.
So we think we got a decent idea that this place might be empty when he's at work, so good chances there. Let's see, do we know where he lives? We have to find that out.
We might have to tail him and find where he lives.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to. I guess that's probably the best bet there, right? Tell him when he goes home tomorrow night, or tonight, and then go into his place tomorrow.
You just follow him all day. You might get more information about him too.
Either that, or I don't know if you know any way to find out where he lives online. If that's in some public records or anything like that.
Yellow pages.
The phone book.
Google Street View. Just see if he's outside a house. Somewhere in Los Angeles.
I feel like that's something that Phoebe might know. Can you?
Yeah. I know how to use a computer, so I can.
She knows how to use a computer.
She can use Google Street View.
No, but I mean to like reverse search where somebody lives. I don't actually know.
I'm hacking
how
into the
possible that is.
police database, their HR database.
We don't even have to do that. I mean,
Dude,
You
Screw
just look into public
HR,
records
am I
on
right?
if he's bought a house or something, like any property.
no. Well, I mean, like
His
you
name.
can either run background checks on places or theoretically, like don't. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something you could do. I don't know if you would be able to straightforward do it. You could definitely write a script to do that.
Well, do you want to try that or not? You can try anything. You just might very likely fail it.
Freaking writing a script to scrub the internet or scrape the internet to find information of where he might live or past residences.
Okay.
Or just like, can't you just try to background check people and say like known places they've lived? Like that's a thing you can do, right?
That's what the script would do. It'd scrape it for us.
Or yeah, or that
I'll tell you guys, it's easiest just to follow him.
Well,
Those
I'm not
options-
driving.
Those options would take like some days still.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm really good at computers, so like really good.
Can't you literally just Google a person where has X person lived? Whatever. Well, fine. It just kills a day.
You
But that's
wouldn't be
fine.
able to do that unless they've bought a house.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if he owns a house,
Oh.
we
If
just
he's
be able to know.
renting, you would not have that information.
Got it.
So, unless she's some crazy hacker and finds it some other way, which maybe she can, but it's not going to be easy. So you can search using your computer science to try to look up housing records. Does not look like John Mullen has ever bought a house. So you can spend some time trying to do some digging, do some hacking on him, but it's going to take more than a day to do that type of work.
Okay, cool. So then you tell him.
So you guys gonna tail him? Benny and Phoebe?
Yeah.
Alright, I am gonna give Keith control of Benny. There you go.
And then we don't gotta figure this out now unless you guys want to talk about it, but you guys better have a game plan for how you're gonna be breaking into this place without getting caught. We still gotta keep ourselves not too hot, you know?
That's really hard for me.
Marvin is so hot.
I just spew heat.
Because he's fat.
Very, very shiny head.
Because he's overweight and shiny.
So reflective.
All right. So Benny and Phoebe are gonna go tail John Marlin. Question mark.
I say yes, but I am
Keith?
neither of those people.
Keith.
Can you not hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Can
I
hear
said
you.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys can do that. You can head back to that same cafe spot across the street, stealthily watch them. And you do see John Marlin pull into the station. After some time, a couple hours, you see him pull out of the lot. Some of the other guys go in and out, but you're saying you're gonna stay just on Marlin, right? You're waiting for him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, after a few hours from his arrival, you see John Marlin hop into a squad car, and he heads out. Can you give me a drive or a stealth from Benny?
Why, you think Phoebe can't drive just because she's a woman?
Yes.
You're right, but...
For the right reason?
Easy stealth check.
Easy stealth. Yeah, so Benny's able to, keep his distance, but still keep an eye on his car. You see him pull up to some store. He comes out with a coffee. You see him stop by City Hall
What
for
kind of
something.
store? Did he go to Starbucks?
Yeah, it was Starbucks.
What an idiot. So overpriced.
Yeah. See him
What a
stop by
fool.
City Hall. Tailing him for a while. He's going, doing a couple appointments throughout the city. Looks like he's doing actual work. After one of his stops, you see him pull over a man in a Camaro, yellow Camaro. See him step out of the vehicle. He walks up to the man in the Camaro. You see him asking him to exit. Pats him down. He's frisking him. Shoves him against the car.
Oh, God.
He's like pulling off the guy's jacket and like digging through the
Oh my
pockets.
God.
And then he throws the guy on the curb, tells him to sit. You guys are waiting there for 30 minutes watching this. A couple other cars pull up. Phoebe, you've got a police scanner here, monitoring everything, and you hear that Marlin apparently arrested the man for possession of cocaine and driving erratically. But you were tailing Marlin, and also you saw this Camaro. You didn't see any evidence that he was driving erratically. You didn't see any evidence of cocaine. You saw Marlin, digging through all this crap, but a couple other cars arrive and they read him his Miranda rights and shove him in the back, and they take him away.
God. These pigs are filthy.
Marlin
Did you
gets
see
back.
that, Benny?
Yeah, I saw it.
Just- Typical.
Is this power still out?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. They didn't see me though. He's driving in his trash ghillie suit. They never saw me though. Smoking a cigarette.
That's good. Good work, Benny.
Let's keep on going. You guys follow Marlin along the highway. Makes a couple more stops. Doesn't arrest anyone else, but goes into a couple stores, talks to some shop owners. Looks like someone got barbershop got broken into one day. They had broken glass out front, so he stopped by and talked to the owner. Makes a couple other basic stops like that, but he comes back, pulls into Sheriff Station Southwest. Fairly ordinary day, besides this one arrest without evidence. But he pulls back into the station. You guys take your post back out at the cafe for now. And let's go to Marvin and Bill. What do you guys do? The address is 4261 2nd Avenue.
I think we should stake it out for a little while and make sure no one lives here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, were you able to actually find that out in public records? Like, if we looked up the property, would we be able to know if it's...
Yeah, it isn't on the market right now. That's what we know.
But like,
that was
wouldn't
the
you
real
look in-
house that I told you about. If you're talking using evidence from today, but yeah, if you go to you saw in City Hall, it looks like the city's taken ownership of it. They've put it out for auction, but it hasn't sold, so the city's just sitting on it.
Okay.
So no one is supposed to be in there. Doesn't mean there isn't anyone there, but it is supposed to be vacant, just like Claudette Dondry's house.
True. Real. Okay. I guess we it's like the morning, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'd want to take a little bit of time just to make sure that its coast is clear, and then maybe scout around the house to make sure there's no one or nothing in there
Okay.
before going in.
Sounds good to me.
Pull up to the house. Sitting there watching it. Yeah, you see just plain, simple little bungalow house. All the windows are boarded up. There's a sign out front, saying it's for auction or whatever. No trespassing signs, stuff like that. City of Los Angeles, blah blah blah. If you guys look it up online, you would see that there has been a number of entrepreneurs trying to turn the site into a macabre museum attraction. Either some like spooky escape room or a museum thing about serial killers, Los Angeles serial killers. There's a couple random things, but none of those purchases have gone through to like rezone it and do stuff like that. They've all been blocked by the homeowners association. But no ordinary homeowners have attempted to purchase this. Only people trying to make a buck off of it. You do see some YouTube videos. I was gonna say TikToks. I didn't. You see some vines of kids trying to break into the house and like do some urban exploration. People trying to do some clout chasing, trying to get footage of the place. But looking now, doesn't look like there's any evidence of anyone there. In the morning, kids normally go there at night, try to break in. But it's all boarded up. There's no cars out front. There's cars in front of some of the other houses, but looks like people don't even like parking in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Is there a way to get to like the back of the house? Is there like a side gate or something?
Yeah. There's two side gates. Yeah, there's there is that temporary like chain fencing around it that you'd have to scale because it goes all the way around the property, including the regular side gates.
Okay. I guess I do that. I try to
Or we
get to the
can-
back of the house.
Or we can cut through the fence.
Do you have tools to cut through the fence? Then
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's not hard to cut through a fence.
Yeah, you guys can stop by Home Depot and get stuff even.
okay. Well, do we want to cut through the fence and leave evidence? I guess.
Bill can just do it with his key.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think that's better. Let's just get away
Okay.
quickly if we need to. There's kids that come through here. It's not unreasonable to assume somebody would have cut the fence.
Okay. Got some bolt cutters, some other shit. Go. You can cut a little hole in it. Can you both give me a stealth?
Uh-oh.
Could we not roll stealth? I don't think this requires a stealth roll.
I don't have stealth.
You're gonna give me criminology then. I think it requires stealth.
Cut through a fence?
Are you not trying to be stealthy?
We're just trying to cut through it. I don't know. I don't think we need stealth is involved.
Okay, you're not doing it stealthily then. That's fine. You can just forfeit the roll. I'm saying you need to make a stealth roll. You can just take the failure, I guess.
Did you accept criminology instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Criminology is lower than your stealth, though.
Well, we both have to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I fail then. I mean, I'll roll it, but...
Look at that, you're really good.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
I
it
got.
was checked automatically.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't really see why we have to roll that, personally. But,
There's a
Like,
chance-
Well,
Maybe
maybe
someone's
we'll find out in a
wondering it.
second.
Yeah, maybe someone's watching it. Keeping an eye on the
Yeah.
property or something.
yeah.
We watched the property, but we didn't really like.
Maybe
They're
you'll find
looking
out in a
around
second
everywhere.
why you need that, Kevin.
Okay, fair
When you
enough.
see the result.
As long as that's not like a retroactive thing.
What do you mean?
Like, we fail, like, something happens because we failed the roll. Like, if there was somebody already monitoring the property, regardless, you know?
Something happens because you failed the roll. What do you mean?
What I mean is that from all the context that were provided, I don't think that makes sense for it to have been a stealth roll. Now, if there is something happening in the scene that we didn't know about, and that requires a stealth, and that requires a stealth roll, that makes sense. But I don't think we would approach it stealthily. But it's fine. I don't want to get bogged down.
If you're not approaching it, okay.
Like, it's an abandoned house, and it's in the middle of the day. Like, I don't know. But
My man is here. There's an abandoned house that you're entering illegally.
You're in your trash ghillie suit driving a car right now.
All right then. Sounds like everything's standard.
we're role playing you exactly.
You're smoking
Yeah.
a cigarette in your trash ghillie suit.
Yeah,
Keith has a really good impression of your character.
smoking
Actually.
a cigarette in your trash ghillie suit as you sneakily drive your car and tail the lieutenant.
Nice.
I suppose. I'm sorry. You know what, Bill? You can give me a craft roll if you want instead of your stealth.
Okay.
I know you already failed this. I want to make you We'll see what you roll. How about that?
Yeah. I guess craft I mean, it's fine. I failed the roll. I don't think any of the crafts I have really apply. I have mechanic and electrician.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys break in. You cut into the fence. As you guys walk up, you do see something that would require a craft electrician roll. You see some motion sensors set up right in front of the door. And as you walk up to it, you hear the little buzz of it. You stick your ear to the door, and you can hear there's some motion sensors behind the door as well.
Oh no. Has an alarm system.
Okay, and did we already trigger it or no?
Doesn't seem like you triggered it.
Okay, then.
This is gonna be difficult. What do we do?
See if we can maybe take a look at where it's wired into and try to disarm it. A little bit of a crapshoot, but might get lucky. If they were messy with their wiring job.
Battery. Even if we cut the power, if it would disable it, I might just trip it. But I'm no electrical expert, so.
Thankfully, I've got some background with this. I know some airplane avionics. I got an idea on how it might be wired.
I should have been there.
But it's not a very good idea. Oh wait, no, it's a 34. Yeah. Another 70. Good enough.
Yeah, so you can trace the wiring around to a point. To a point in the entering the garage. It looks like all the sensors around the house end up wired behind this panel near the garage. There's a lock on it, but you can use your bolt cutters, break that open. It's a standard, just bolt lock. Open that up, and you find where you can turn off the motion sensors. Clip some wires, clip the red wire, classic.
Yeah.
And yeah, you check the front door, check side doors, and looks like the motion sensors are off now.
Alright.
However, whoever's monitoring this will probably notice that the sensors have gone down.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright. Well, looks like we got the sensors cut, but I'm really not going to want to dilly-dally here, Marv. They're going to be able to tell they're off. So if someone's actively monitoring this, we might have somebody coming by in a little bit. So what we want to do, we got to do it quick.
Well, let's get to it.
Alright, let's move in.
Alright, break through the door. Smash your windows, smash through the side door or something. Check the house. It looks, it is completely empty. Every furnishing and fixture in the house has already been removed. It's pretty dusty in here. It's all been boarded up. You can see maybe a couple footprints left from kids probably breaking in here in the past weekend or something. But there's nothing in there. There's some graffiti on the wall, but it's otherwise completely empty. You're scanning the house with your flashlights, looking around, and you get a scent of something. It's like a faint,
Mercury?
distinct, and unplaceable odor. It smells like pig manure infused with like cinnamon and a tangy sting of peroxide. You turn the corner and you see the doors to the basement. It's locked. Again, both lock.
We got some bolt cutters, right?
Yeah, scent's coming from the basement.
This is our spot, right?
Yeah, let's open her up.
Alright. Bill takes the bolt cutters.
Open it up. You get a stronger whiff of this cinnamon shit smell.
Delicious.
The basement is completely dark. If you go tap the lights, there's no power. You go down with your flashlights, stepping one step at a time. You get down there and you see some of those built-in shelves into the basement are still there. So all the stuff you saw in the photos. But even the metal rack shelves, those are gone. You can see the remnants of the posts in the ground. You can see where all of the restraints were screwed in to the posts. But there's no sign of anything here.
It looks like
Are we able to determine where the smells?
It's just all over the basement.
Can we check the shelves on the wall, like a hidden latch or panel, or do I see the journal anywhere? Do I see?
You don't see the journal there. It is completely bare. Right, there's the built-in counter, with some cabinets in here. Give me a search roll.
Stupid sheet's not open.
Yeah, it's automatically checked. Look at that.
Yikes.
You don't see any signs of the journal, any signs of anything. You do see some like splotches of what is it? Maybe there's a leak or something in the basement here, because certain surfaces on the counter and the floor are wet. It appears to be just water, but there's no journal, no evidence left behind.
Does Bill see anything?
I think if you fail the roll, that's it.
Come on. Don't you want to at least try?
Up to the GM.
Are you searching?
Sure.
Then you roll search.
Whoa, would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Bill, you're
A critical?
scanning.
That's
No.
single digits.
No, it's the one. It's every exactly double digit: 11, 22, 33, and 1. Yeah, you scan.
Yeah, it's not just for rolling really high. It just has to do with the last number.
Yeah.
Remainder divide. Wait,
No.
by 10.
No. It's every twin number and 1 and 100. Scan in the basement, Bill.
What do we see? Do we see a bag of pig manure? That would explain it.
And a bottle of cinnamon. No, you walk around, scanning, looking for every nook and cranny. Looking at those posts where it looks like they've been thrashed against. You can see where the restraints were put in. And you're analyzing those, and you're looking, and I don't know. This is probably more. Bless you. This is probably more Benny's experience, but you've probably seen people tied up, stressed, and thrashing against the restraints. Give me a sanity roll as you look at this post here, and while you know there's only a few victims taken to this basement, it looks like they've dug out the wood with like their backs and you see the scuff marks on the bottom of the post from their heels. You can see the wood's been stained with blood that apparently the police were not able to clean out. You can see whatever these people went through was some disgusting torture that hurts you to imagine here. Give me the sanity roll.
Bill is not affected. He's cool as a cucumber.
He is okay with this. Yeah, you're scanning, looking at this, and you can see, you can imagine exactly where like their heels would be striking this and digging out. You can see in the post there's actually it's like gouged out. Looks like someone was taking, hammer and chisel at this, but it was just these people's heels and their toes banging against the post here. Same with the sides of the post. It's just fingers and wrists scraping against the wood here, but it looks like someone's dug it out with like maybe even power tools here. That is all you find. This is not a fun reward for your search roll.
Yeah. I mean,
Does he point that out to me?
yeah, there was clearly good amount of struggle, good amount of torture and torment, but I ain't seen anything in this place. Certainly nothing to account for the smell.
Say those posts smell stronger.
I inspect these posts that he's pointed out more and look
Okay.
for any like chemical residue or like signs that this is recent or
Alright. Give me that forensics or whatever. No. It doesn't look like it's recent at all. Years old, but even based on just like these blood stains and other whatever other fluids have stained this post. Nothing recent. You don't see anything left over.
I don't see the source of the smell or anything from what I
No,
can
it's
tell.
just kind of all over. It's like invading your nose.
Can I apply pressure to these regions and see if they budge? Like, can I start like pressing on the like
Okay.
any hidden locations or anything? Or if this
It's
post
just
moves?
a post. It's just a pillar.
Well, yeah, but there, you said there's also like, is it just in the pillar that there's like the footmarks, or is it like on
Yeah,
fire?
that's where it is.
Okay. I don't see any signs on the walls that would indicate there's like some
Somewhat.
passage or something.
No. No, you didn't find that. Bill didn't find that with your search rolls.
Okay, and it's just like no evidence the smell's coming from.
It's just all over the basement.
But the basement's like empty, right?
2 posts and built-in.
I mean, is it reasonable to say that whatever happened here, they can't get the smell out of it? Like, as in the smell is from, yeah.
Does it smell like mercury?
A little bit.
What does mercury smell like?
I don't know. Would Marvin know?
Yeah, you would know. There's a hint of mercury underneath it, but there's something else going on with it, like that sweetness. Like there's just a hint of mercury in this mix of shit and cinnamon.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
Apparently,
As in,
mercury's
they were-
odorless.
They were trying to cover up the mercury, maybe?
Mercury is odorless. You don't smell it.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn it, Keith.
Do we still smell the cinnamon then?
Yes.
Darn.
Smell the cinnamon and manure.
Okay. Well,
Wait a second. Does this smell remind us of what we smelled with the squirrel?
Yeah.
Give me some more sanity rolls. That's what I would have done right there when I asked that. Maybe. Give me a sanity roll.
No, you guys have been smelling this in a couple places now, so
Yeah.
It's
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's leaving the smell, man, but this is the same shit we've been smelling for a while now. It's if it's the drugs or what, I don't know, but dude, this thing fucking reeks of it.
Yeah, it seems like we're not gonna get much out of this.
If there's nothing else you think you want to, do here, we can do another scan in the rest of the house, but we gotta keep moving.
Someone's gonna know that the sensor was turned off. We probably don't have a lot of time here.
ding ding ding. Marvin, you got a email.
Okay, I take a look at my email.
It's a toxicology report.
What does it say?
The only narcotics, trace amounts of marijuana and the antidepressant Lexapro. No signs of amphetamines, phencyclidine, synthetic cathinones, or anything capable of causing a psychotic break. No signs of heavy drug abuse typical of needle addicts. The blood carries unusually high levels of mercury, enough to manifest symptoms of heavy metal poisoning had the victim survived. Wider spectrum chemical analysis finds toxic ppm readings for zinc sulfate and antimony oxychloride.
This is very odd.
What is it?
No signs of any drugs or anything on the toxicology report. The only thing was extremely heavy mercury poisoning.
Give me another roll here. Give me a medicine check.
For Marvin?
Yes, and I assume you're showing some of this to Bill. Bill, give me an occult check.
Oh my god, I have 60 in medicine.
Insane.
I don't think I have any occult. No, I do.
You're that's why I asked it for you. Marvin, you find
Wow. I'm fortunate.
oh my god, critical failures, one off.
So, yeah, what are critical failures again when it's one off?
No, it's 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99,
Oh,
100.
it's always that. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it's
thought it was
it's a
relative.
double number.
Got it. I thought it was relative to the skill you had.
That's why when you went up to 10 to 11 on your stealth or whatever, it's really good. You doubled your crit chance. Critical success chance, rather. Marvin, through your successful medicine, you're analyzing this report a little bit more. You see cerebral spinal fluid indicates the brain was flooded at the time of death with amyloid B and tau proteins. Though both are remnants of neurological decay, they exist in amounts that can't be explained by 2 days in refrigerated storage. The brain was also flooded by BDNF proteins. These chains, responsible for neurological growth, exist at levels far higher than should be possible, even for an infant child, let alone a 31-year-old man. So his brain was growing rapidly at the time of death. The myelin sheaths around the cerebral nerves are more damaged than the worst multiple sclerosis on record. The victim should not have been able to blink, let alone walk. It's as if the brain was caught in the midst of rapidly decaying and rebuilding itself at the time of death. Give me a sanity check. You're able to steal your mind from this, but you know now for sure whatever affected Jazz was completely unnatural. Without a doubt. None of what you saw with that medicine check, none of that is possible. Some of the other stuff could have been explained by like some weird drug that you've never seen before. No drug is capable of any of this. Nothing even remotely close to known science. And Bill, with your critical failure...
There's no way I can bump that roll, right, retroactively?
No, I let you do it retroactively the very first time, but no.
Yeah, okay.
I thought we were doing 1 hero point per session or something.
I don't have a hero point, but also even if I did, that's not retroactive, right?
It is retroactive, yeah.
No, I'm not. You guys don't all get hero points. I'm not giving you a hero point just for each session, but
it's not.
If you do something cool, I'll give you a reroll hero point, retroactive.
Okay, it's a reroll retroactive, but not.
Yeah. But you guys can always spend your willpower.
Pre to mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, willpower pre to mod it.
Yep. If
Okay.
only you had done that.
Yeah.
To a critical failure, unfortunately, it is no different than a regular failure. You learn nothing.
Yeah.
There's some things here it's reminding you of some occult things you've heard of, but you haven't really studied it enough to know for sure. As Marvin's explaining to you, this crazy like brain rebuilding itself and breaking itself down, it makes you think of some occult things, but don't connect the dots.
Okay.
And because you guys didn't say anything, Marvin, give me a luck roll.
Ooh. Did you
Always
say
a good
anything about
sign.
what?
Marvin, you remembered to put on gloves as you were walking into this basement, looking around. Seems fine. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
You just think for a moment, thank God I'm wearing gloves. Whatever is happened to Jazz, is still something's going on in this room. I can still smell the residue. Good thing you wore gloves, though.
It doesn't seem like there's like that anyone's been here recently, aside from like you said, the boots with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, doesn't even look like
breaking.
anyone's been in the basement. No one's broken in from that second lock. So the kids were brave enough to enter the house, but not brave enough to go down into the torture dungeon.
Okay. So
As
it
far as you can
seems
tell,
like-
you're the first people here since the police.
Hmm.
We should,
I don't think there's any more we can get out of this place.
yeah,
unfortunately.
Mara, we should get moving. Is there any samples or anything of the sort, or are we moving on?
No, we should get out of here.
All right, let's get back up then.
I mean, there's nothing I can sample, right? Like, can I take pieces of the floor, the wall, or the post?
You could
Put it
take
in,
an
like-
air sample if you think that would do something in your character's knowledge, but
You can scrape off a piece of the wood if you want. I don't know
Yeah,
necessarily that anything will help you, but you
yeah, let's
I
move
scrape
on.
off part of the post into like a little vial for like a sample.
Okay.
Just to check if there's something like
can suspended
in the
in
wood.
mercury, maybe.
Yeah, if there's just a bunch of mercury in the wood or something. Yeah, I guess that's what I do.
Okay. Get a piece of the wood. Sure, you can get an air sample. Just, just swipe it.
Just scoop the air. Yeah, all right.
Get a scoop of the air. Plug it up. You guys can get out of there. Do you try to cover up your steps at all, or you just getting out?
Yeah, like I guess if we have boot prints, I don't want it to be recognizable, so I'll like scuff it up a little bit.
Okay.
Can.
Yeah, if there's anything obvious, but like we cut through the lock, right? So
Yeah.
can't reasonably replace that.
Okay. Yeah, you scuff up your footprints and stuff, but you hop out, get out to your car. It doesn't look like anyone saw you.
I'll say we replace the lock on it just so that like it might not be immediately obvious that it was like you like
Okay.
actually get it.
You pocket the broken lock, I guess, or toss it down the basement. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lock the basement. You lock the door too.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, no, there's only the one lock. But okay, you broke down the door, because you had to take the wood off the front.
Oh, it was like a deadbolt.
No, you had to.
What?
They covered up the doors.
Oh, it was boarded. Yeah.
It was all boarded up, so you had to break through that. So
Okay.
can't really cover that up quickly. Head back to your car. Benny and Phoebe text you that they're still tailing Marlon around. He just arrested someone with no evidence. What do you guys do now?
It's a good question. We were gonna go to Jazz's house. That was the other thing I had noted.
Okay. You
Okay,
guys
sure.
drive
Sounds
over to Jazz's apartment. Drive over there. And I'll go back to Benny and Phoebe. Marlon looks like he's leaving for the day. We're going forwards in time. We're going to go back when we go back to those guys. We move back to the future. John Marlon is pulling out of the lot for the day. Leaving at regular time, shift change. Maybe he's like an hour after the shift change, actually, because he's a lieutenant. He's got to stay a little bit later to talk to some people, do some meetings or whatever. But you follow him back. You find he's living in a townhome, a brownstone, in downtown LA somewhere. I don't have the address. Yeah, you find him living in. Looks like he's renting it. Because you saw he hasn't bought any homes. But let me see real quick. Oh, sorry. It's Suspiro Bien Townhomes, located in Brentwood Heights. It's new townhomes built up, new upscale. It's all fancy, super modern townhomes. Look it up online, and it's like, I don't know, $8,000 a month rent, which is a ridiculous amount for any police officer, even a lieutenant. That's most of his
That's
salary.
money.
most of his salary. You watch him park his car just in the driveway. So it's a 3-story townhome, just with a garage just to the right of the staircase going up to the first floor. So he just parks in the driveway. You guys watch him step up the stairs there. You don't see any evidence of a security system. He just has a little deadbolt. There are you see lights and cameras on the corners of the row of townhomes, but it doesn't look like there's any extra that he has on his townhome. And I'll say, you guys are on the street perpendicular maybe, so the camera can see your car where you are, but it won't. It's far enough away it wouldn't be able to see inside your car. Certainly it wouldn't be able to see through Benny's ghillie suit. So you guys are think you're safe for now. So you see that camera, you see him walk up the stairs from down the street. There's a gate. It's a gated townhome row. There's a little security guard booth. Surely not the most well-trained security ever. It's mostly just for deterrence than actual security.
Good to know.
We need to get in there. Camera, security. I don't know if I'm really suited to get through this.
Don't worry, I'm in my element right now.
He's in his ghillie suit.
Gonna wait for them to take the trash out.
Get ready.
I'll take the place of the replacement trash bag that they put in. They'll never see it coming.
All according to plan.
Yeah. They love bringing in the trash from outside.
Yep. That's how they get though. That's how they afford this house. They steal from other people's trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty lucrative business.
So, yeah, it looks like you won't be able to get inside the house without getting through the security and past the cameras first. What do you guys do?
What do
Should
we?
We need to figure out how he's living here. Like, isn't that concerning that he's got enough money to live here?
I'd say it's got to be like 85% of his salary is going towards this.
What's this dude eating? Like, white bread, untoasted every single day?
Probably
Sounds
just
like
toasted
him.
eggs.
We can figure out how he affords this house after we get inside.
Well, there might be somebody living with him, would be my concern. You know, he could have a sugar daddy or something.
Yeah. A unaccounted sugar daddy parable. I never thought of that in all of my statistical analyses.
Was there another car or something?
Could have a maid. I don't know.
A maid.
Yeah, the maid pays for his housing.
He is the maid. He's a
Could be
living
that,
maid.
Could be
You
the
never know.
fanboy maid.
Anything's possible. It's 2018.
It is 2018. Yeah, it looks like he would not be able to afford this by himself. Unless someone's living with him or he's got some other way of making money outside of his salary. This is what he looks like again. So imagine that in a maid outfit.
I am.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now, actually.
There's a reason my camera's shoulders up only.
Can't see my forearms moving.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do?
Okay. I don't know. I really don't know, frankly.
I mean, I guess you guys would want to come back when he's not home, right? Now that you know where he lives, like you'd want to come back the next day. Does that work?
Let's make a note of his address first and foremost.
Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Address Street.
Address Street, of
I
course.
knew it.
Of course.
Brentwood Heights.
Come on, don't you want some action? Don't you want to break into this guy's house?
While he's there.
Come on.
Sorry, the distracted. How are we planning to get it past the security at the very minimum?
Don't worry, I have a plan. You'll be a distraction, and then I'll leap over the fence when no one's looking.
I'm gonna be a distraction.
Yeah. Exactly.
How do you reckon I do that?
I don't know. This is as far as I got. But I was thinking that, since you're the distraction, you were gonna come up with the distraction,
I can do something, but you still have the camera to get past as well.
True.
It's 125 South Bowling Green Way.
25 Bowling Green. Is it nighttime? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's like 7 o'clock now.
Well, surely I could travel under the cover of darkness.
That's probably true. Wow, that's a nice place.
It is nice, isn't it? That is a real townhome for rent right now in Brentwood Heights.
3 bed, 2 bath.
What's he need all those bedrooms for?
Probably for his harem.
Is maid
Another
harem?
Spanish villa style home.
Yeah.
The outside looks not quite as impressive.
Imagine it looks more modern and impressive.
Okay. I don't see a single camera on this at all.
Pretend there's cameras and a security guard.
Okay, so where's the security guard? The security guard's like at the front door, like
There's a
sorry.
So there's a gate to
Or
the
it's like guard
street.
booth?
It's a gated townhome community.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's a wrought iron gate that swings open for cars. There's just a little, 4x4 security guard booth there where he pushes a button to open the gate for them. Looks like it's 24/7.
There's still those walkie-talkies from last time.
Yeah, you got your walkie-talkies.
Yeah, I give them to
guess-
Phoebe.
Okay. I'm gonna just go distract him, I guess. I'll go talk to the guard.
Wait,
All right.
you guys are gonna break in right now while he's there?
Hell yeah.
This is what Benny wants.
You're not gonna wait till like
You
he's
guys
not
can
in the home?
you guys can be here if you want. No, actually, we gotta do Jazz's place first. So you guys are gonna break in. So I'm gonna leave and catch these guys up to your time.
Oh
All
my
right.
Phoebe walks up to the security guard, puffs up her chest.
Why would you go all day? He's there.
She's going.
Hell yeah.
All right, you guys head to Jazz's apartment. It's around the corner from Suture Sandwiches. It's a block or two away. It looks like it's a apartment building. It looks like it's got a little courtyard. So it's one of those Spanish-style courtyard things. A little fountain in the middle, no pool. But there's a fountain and, you know, some seating areas, some tables. There's a grill out. You can just walk in to the center of the complex. You see he lives up on the 3rd floor. Looks like there's a piece of paper on the door in the city. Looks like they're gonna evict Jazz.
That's a bummer for him. Someone should tell him.
Yeah.
Little do they know.
Can't believe he hasn't been paying his rent.
Yeah. It's just a warning.
That's good.
Because he's a couple days late.
No one informed his property.
No one knows he's dead yet. Remember that. Except for the sheriffs and Marlene Zuniga. As far as you know, the death has not been made public yet. It's been 5 days. They still haven't told anyone publicly.
He's already getting an eviction notice after 5 days?
It's not an eviction notice. They're just warning him that, you know, he's got to pay his rent. They haven't been able to get a hold of him on the phone for some reason, so they posted a warning. So, you walk up, you see that warning. Doesn't look like there's nearly as much security as John Marlin has.
Well, we wouldn't know that, right?
No, but there's essentially no security. It's an older apartment complex. Yeah, you can just walk straight up to Jazz's door.
All right, how are
Don't
we
gotta
getting in?
overcomplicate things, right?
Do you know how to lockpick?
Yeah, it's got a window, right?
You can break the window if you want.
Is lockpicking a skill?
Yes.
Or what's the relevant skill there?
Probably.
I just try and open the door.
You open the door.
Is it just unlocked?
Let me find out.
Can I roll luck just to see if it's unlocked?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No. If this tells me that it's locked, I'm gonna override this.
I failed anyway, so it's probably not.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Doesn't matter.
Darn. I thought we'd get lucky and it'd just be
Yeah,
open.
looks like two locked. There's a deadbolt. The doorknob is locked as well.
Oh my god, it has a deadbolt.
It does have a deadbolt.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume another relevant skill for lock.
Alright, maybe we should just go to
Criminology
the...
to lockpick it.
It wouldn't really matter, right? Because it has a deadbolt.
You could pick a deadbolt.
You can, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll try to see if I know how to lockpick. I don't. Oh, I do.
Dang, Marv. Man of many talents.
Yeah, you can get
Would
in.
not have expected.
That's why we
Not
call him the
expected you to have
Swiss
it anyway.
Army Dwarf.
Swissdorf.
Ah, way to go, Marv.
Yeah, you can get into his apartment.
Ah, it's a slug.
Oh. What the fuck?
You break into Jazz's apartment. Looks like it's a 1-bedroom apartment. It opens up straight to the hallway. He's got a little shoe rack, coats on the wall. Simple setup here in this open living room, kitchen combination. There's no walls in between. It's just an open doorway, open concept apartment here. Couch, basic coffee table, no dining table. Looks like maybe he eats. There's at the bar on the kitchen. He has 2 little bar seats there. Small TV, I don't know, 28-inch or something. You see on the counter at the bar, there's a cup of coffee, cold, there's still coffee in it, along with a laptop. Check the.
There's a laptop there?
There's a laptop.
Huh.
Well, I open up the laptop.
Open it up. It's unlocked. No password.
Okay. Well,
This is
Oh man, I wish Phoebe was here.
this is
I open
a
up
little
his
concerning.
email.
You open up email.
Yeah.
Is
But it's
this
like-
Jazz's laptop?
Doesn't look like he's got email. Like that you can tell. You don't know his email.
Well, I mean, if I
check-
open up
check
Google,
Gmail,
like,
there's no.
no.
Doesn't look like he uses Gmail.
He uses Yahoo.
Yeah, do you check Yahoo?
I go to the regular email account.
Is
He's just like
is this Jazz's laptop?
signed into any emails.
Check his search history, or his browsing history.
Like,
This is
does
integral.
it, like, if it's Windows or Mac, does it say his name on it?
It's Windows. It says Jazzy Hijiriga.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
through like his recently accessed file.
Check his files. The most
Looking for any
recent thing.
correspondence.
The most recent thing is you can see the podcast recording with Nalinya. That's the most recent file that was touched this video. Scan through.
If
He's got some research materials about the Donju lawsuit.
Can I look through this information?
Yeah, you scan
Like if I
through.
look at the video, is it the same as the one that we saw online?
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Did we say search history already?
Welcome back, Doc.
Welcome back, Doc.
folks.
Search history.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing some research on Donju lawsuit. He's looking up good sandwich shops in the neighborhood. Sutura Sandwiches comes up.
How many days was this before his body turned up?
Looks like it's the same day as that video. What was that, like 6 days ago? 5 days ago?
Well, it would have been at least 14, right?
No. Apparently not.
I thought we confirmed, like we confirmed last week, that it's the same. That all the bodies showed up 14 days after disappearance, same as Jazz. So I wrote it down.
Not Jazz. All of the Southside Tigers victims.
Yeah.
Oh.
If
You
I
had
said
same
if I
as
said Jazz, then I was mistaken.
Okay.
All the Southside Tigers are 14 days. Jazz was not.
Okay.
Okay, so his searches are from the same day his body turned up.
Yep.
Like,
Earlier in the day.
how does this guy go from being fine 1 second to ripping his face off the next?
And then, leaving his computer aside, is there any signs of
Signs of what?
signs of a struggle, like things knocked over,
Nope.
door slammed open?
Nope. It looks like if you look back at the front door, he's got those shoes lined up. It looks like he took off his dress shoes from the day, or maybe not dress shoes, but they're nicer pair of shoes. He still has looks like he took the socks off with them. He's got a arrangement of a couple different shoes. He's got some basketball shoes. He's got tennis shoes. He's got those nicer walking shoes. You don't see any running shoes though.
Do we have any sense that someone had come in here before to like? It's a little weird to me that his apartment wasn't like sweeped or checked. If this is supposedly some sort of cover up, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like you don't see any signs of that.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here. Again, coffee's cold. It's still in the cup. You check the fridge. It's a bunch of stuff. Milk's about to expire. He must have just bought milk that day. There's only like, you know, a tiny amount missing from the top. About an entire gallon. You only drink a little bit. No evidence of the unnatural anywhere. No evidence of drugs or anything. Maybe you find some weed. You do find he's got some Lexapro and some weed in his drawers.
His drawers?
His cabinets.
Phew.
This guy really must have just ended up wrong place, wrong time. Or they were tailing him, waiting for him.
Why would they have taken his phone and why?
Yeah, something isn't quite adding up here, right?
He must have had something.
I don't know, maybe it was just to cover their asses.
Nothing on his computer that we...
Yeah, so like no other logins, right? No social media we can get to. I mean,
yeah, maybe his Facebook is logged in, but you just can't do it.
Yeah,
It looks
but-
pretty ordinary. You know, he's promoting his podcasts and some social justice stuff. You know, he posted justice for Trayvon and stuff like that, but there's no
and
nothing
then
out of the ordinary from what you would expect of him.
yep, nothing in like nothing else weird in like photos or documents or videos or
No.
the obvious stuff.
Looks like he doesn't have a ton of friends. Most of his friends and connections are people involved in, you know, social justice issues with him. And he keeps a small friend group, it looks like. He went to a birthday party a couple months ago, but it was just like 5 of them at dinner. Doesn't look like he goes out partying a bunch or anything like that. Looks like, yeah, he's just mostly focused on his work as an activist. No one you recognize in any of the photos, other than there's a recent one with Nalinya talking about their podcast they recorded. No signs of the natural, no signs that anyone has entered the apartment.
Do I smell that scent anyone
You do not.
from the basement?
You don't smell the scent.
Okay.
I mean, we can take his laptop and bring it back, but this is like another dead end here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Maybe we should walk over, check the site while we're here.
Yeah, it's 2 blocks away.
Yeah. So I guess I had.
What are you?
It seems like there's no
Yeah.
signs of anything here.
As we do that, Bill just asks, is there anything you're expecting to find here? Are you looking for more trace samples, or what's the game plan here?
Well, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
No, but I mean, at the crime scene, what are you expecting to pick up?
Yeah, see if there's any samples. At the Southside Tigers place.
You mean where Jazz was murdered, right?
Yeah, like if they find
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same scent as
Oh,
what we saw
if
in the
it
basement.
matches, yeah.
Okay. So you guys gonna leave the apartment?
Yep.
Give me an alertness roll as you walk out of the apartment. Do you plan on driving to the spot or walking?
How far
So
is it?
like a
2
couple
blocks.
blocks.
It's a 5-minute walk.
I just walk.
Yeah,
Give me alertness.
I don't have it.
Bill, you see around the corner. You see a LA Sheriff's Department cruiser. It's parked on the corner.
Okay.
It's not moving. It's parked.
Has it made
tell-
us? Can we tell? Or can Bill tell?
Yeah. Looks like it's. Looks like they're watching you.
Bill just very quietly just like taps Marv on his back or whatever and just head gestures towards the car. They're definitely eyeing this place up. They see us, they ain't making any moves, but
Oh, stay on your guard. They did just
said you
threaten us
ran-
recently.
yeah, you see you ran into them the other day, right? Yesterday.
Yesterday. You guys all.
Yep.
You were all there.
Oh, we were just in the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, guess we'll keep going, right?
Okay.
This ain't doing well for our heat, though.
Walk around the corner. Tracing his steps on the way back to in front of Sutra Sandwiches. And you get out front.
So he was looking up good sandwich places. It said sushi sandwiches, so we started walking over there.
Yeah, in fact, he was looking up like late night sandwich shops.
Late night sandwich shop. But when he died, was it at night or during the day? I can't remember.
It was at night.
Okay.
Looks like he was
Interesting,
hungry.
okay.
Need a bite to eat. Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
5-minute walk.
So he was jumped on his way there.
Jumped on his 5-minute walk.
Okay.
Turn the corner, walking down the next street. Don't notice anything. You get to the end of the street, and Bill, you see the cruiser has turned the corner. It's following you. Can you guys give me navigate or survival?
Mm-hmm. I can do that, maybe.
I can't do either.
I already failed it. It tells it's funny that thing. If you hit roll and you fail it, it'll immediately check it when you hit roll. It's like, oh, even before the animation finishes.
I can't do either. Is there another?
It's fine.
Okay. Can I nod to the car?
We should just confront these
You can do
guys
whatever you want.
anyways.
Yeah, I nod to them as they come around the corner.
They keep their
Yeah.
distance.
I feel like we're better off just talking to these guys anyways. Kind of getting over this shit.
You gonna talk to him?
No.
What do you say? That's what my character says.
My character doesn't know. My character doesn't want to talk to them. He just nods at them.
Yep, they keep their
How do you-
distance though.
I don't know how you think this plays out, but just hurry up and get done what you want to do here.
Do I smell now that we're at the site, do I smell the same scent?
Yeah, you turn around the corner and you get onto the street of Suture Sandwiches. You can see you're stepping right where Jazz started thrashing around. Keep walking, keep walking. You can see the angle, suture sandwiches. You're now standing. There's no cars parked here at the moment, but where that car was that he was bashing his face against. And you see just in front of the car where he would have finally died. Give me a search roll. So you're looking around, trying to place things around the street here. Marvin, you spot an orange bloom amongst the detritus in the gutter.
An orange what?
Plume.
Plume?
Plume. Like
Plume.
plum with an E.
Bloom.
You spot an orange plume down the
Like a
street.
feather?
Like a feather. Catches your eye.
A quail's plume.
Okay. I inspect the feather with my gloves and put it in a sample bag.
With your
I
glove.
guess.
Hold on, you dog.
Whoa.
You're wearing gloves. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like halfway down the block. As you're scanning this area, you found it. The orange feathering sits at the end of a new brand, PNEU, new brand, Tri-Point, quick release animal dart. The type designed for cattle tranquilization. It's empty. It's only 30 meters from where Jazz died.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you're looking at that
And
and you realize
Does the dart pattern match what I saw on his neck? Or
That's
wherever
a
I saw it?
crazy find.
you found some dots on his neck. It looks like it matches. And you're now realizing, looking back at, you have those toxicology results. Zinc sulfate, antimony oxychloride. Those could be used in a tranquilizer.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely put this in a little sample bag
With gloves on. Naturally.
with gloves on.
Of
Yeah.
course. Naturally. Good.
There doesn't appear to be any fingerprints on the dart. No way to trace its origins at the moment, but certainly lines up with Jazz's death. Looks like he was hit by this dart. As you pick it up, shove it into this bag, and you pocket it. You see the cruiser turns the corner, and it's sitting at the end of the street, just watching you guys. What do you do?
I don't find anything else. I don't smell anything.
You
Right.
smell nothing.
Interesting. Okay. I guess we head
These
back
guys
to our
aren't
car.
as clean as cleaning up after, or these guys aren't as smooth as cleaning up after themselves as we thought.
You know what? Yes, that is true. You smell it on the dart.
I smell the
Nice.
ammonium on the dart. Or mercury, sorry. Well, not mercury, but whatever the scent
The
is.
cinnamon shit you smell.
The cinnamon shit smell. Yeah.
Yeah, you smell that on the dart.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It smells exactly like the base stuff. The start. The stuff that was found in the port could have been used on a tranquilizer like this. Pattern here matches exactly the pattern I noted when I was looking at Jazz's body. This must have been the dart that got him, the tranq dart.
These motherfuckers.
We should head back to our car. We'll probably want to make sure to sweep it too and check for any bugs or
Bombs.
bombs or
Car bomb.
any car bomb, car bugs. You know, if they're tracing us, tracking us, listening to us.
Okay.
Just want to make sure they didn't mark our car or something.
Just
So
make the
I
walk.
do an inspection of it when I get back.
Make the
before
walk
we
back
leave.
to your car, and that cruiser keeps its distance the entire time. Give me a search roll as you try to sweep your car. You don't see anything.
No,
No.
critical failure. No. Seems normal to me, but I don't know much about cars. I don't know if if you saw anything, but I certainly.
Seems fine. No bombs here.
How does willpower work?
You can spend up to 10 willpower. I think originally I said you would roll it, but I think I'll just let you guys pick the number.
Is it permanently lost?
Willpower you can get back. Sandy, you ordinarily cannot. Not dude.
Yeah, how do you get back willpower? Just from like
Engaging with your hobbies, your pursuits, your motivations. Bill doesn't have any, so he can't get it back.
Damn.
I definitely do. I guess I probably didn't add to machine.
Nope. So you have ways to get it back, but yeah, you can spend up to 10 willpower. Even if you have more than that, you can only spend up to 10 to boost your roll.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's no. You know what? I think that's too much. I think before it was a 1d4. You can spend up to 4, and it'll be 4. It'll be that times 10. A little less punishing, I guess. You can't boost your roll as high.
You can spend up to 4 and you get that times 10.
Yep. So you want to spend 2, you get 20 to your roll.
Oh, you get a plus 20 to your roll.
Yep. That's kind of how it worked before, but I think I had you rolling dice, but I'll let you just pick. You get to play that risk reward. You want to search?
Yeah, so if I spend 2 now, I get whatever I roll plus 20. That's how that works.
Well, your 40 search just goes to 60. But sure, it doesn't really matter the direction on that, I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Same. Got it. Same diff.
Yeah.
Diff. Yeah, sure.
What do you want? Can you spend it after?
No,
No.
this is before. Malik, I let you do that the first session just because I was teaching you this, but
I see.
has to be before.
I will spend 2 on that.
All right. You failed by quite a bit.
Awesome.
Oh my god, a 99 and 100? Are you serious?
Awesome, man.
The dice are so rigged, bro.
You don't
You're
see
really good at
anything.
rolling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we both critically failed. We get whatever's coming to us, man. That's all I
All
got.
clear, man.
All clear. That's yeah.
fine.
All right. Car's fine. Car's good. Car's good. Car's good.
Car is immune to bugs being planted in it, actually.
We have no reason to suspect.
That's fine.
Alright. Well,
Let's get out of here.
You
I
got
guess
text. You got text from Phoebe saying, "We found his house. Benny wants to go in." Gives you the address, 125 South, whatever, Brentwood. It's
okay,
20-minute drive.
Okay, well, we definitely aren't. Well, if we go there, our characters aren't so dumb as to do that if they're still following us.
Yeah,
Now they
I was
might
gonna
be
say,
tracking us. Yeah,
text
well,
them back and
maybe we
fail.
go for a bit and then they stop, right? But we think that we have no reason to think that they're tracking our car or that something's wrong with her.
Well, we
No,
have reason to believe that they're
car is clear.
actively currently following us.
They are currently following you.
Yeah.
You're not that dumb.
Yeah, but if we drive for a bit, they might
You
stop,
can,
right?
You can give me a drive roll or a stealth to lose your tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll stealth. What could possibly
Yeah, I
go
got
wrong?
some. I got some drive.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a whole 20. I'm feeling good about this roll, Malik.
All right,
Feeling lucky, you can
give
spend
me,
some
give me
more
another
willpower.
100.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, this is how we
so-
train. This is how we train.
So you're aware that they're there, and you haven't been able to lose your tail.
Okay, so then we decide to not join them. I mean, we're jumping ahead here a little bit, but I think the sequence of events is that
We're not going to join them until
Oh.
after we're sure we're not being followed.
yeah, we said we would try to join you if we can lose our tail, but we
Well,
cannot.
actually, no. In fact, I text them, let's meet back up at the hotel and go over what we found. And we should go into his place tomorrow when he's not there. Specifically what I say.
When he's not there,
He texted.
Yeah.
they.
Okay.
Oh, also,
You said
doesn't
that-
this happen? They're in the future, actually, aren't they?
Not at this point. So
Okay.
you send that text. Phoebe, you get this text as you're walking up. You're in the middle of the street, walking on your way to the security guy. What do you do?
Maybe I need to radio over to Benny. Benny, are you there?
Breaker. This is Twister. Come in.
Just received word we're not going to have any support of this mission. Are you clear to move forward?
Are you? I'm in position.
My text. No.
I'm in position.
They just said fuck it. Not like this, bro.
Surely we're fine, right?
I have yet to fail a single roll. Just saying.
Oh man. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't think we get punished for this.
Okay.
All right. All right. Missions a go.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you walk up. The
Walk
security
to the
guard
security guard, I guess.
clearly sees you.
Yeah.
He turns, looks at you. He waves, gives you a little nod.
Thanks, sir.
He pokes his
Good
head out
evening.
the door. You see he's sitting in this booth, and there's really only enough space for him to sit or stands. Like there's not much room, so he pokes his head out the booth. How you doing, miss?
Yeah, I was. This is gonna be really odd, honestly. As you probably guess, I'm not from the area.
Ah, you sound like you're from New Mexico. My parents are from there.
That's exactly right.
I
I am
recognize
from
that
New
anywhere.
Mexico. Yeah. Anyway, so my phone's died.
Oh no, your phone.
Yeah, my phone died, and I was supposed to be getting picked up by a friend. Anyway, I was walking through, and I saw this place. Looks lovely, really. Well, what is this? How am I doing on distracting him? Is he looking at his screen anymore?
Well, no, he's looking at you.
Okay. I give a little radio click, you know.
Radio click
Okay.
click. Okay, give me a charisma times 5, I guess.
Charisma times 5.
Yeah. 65.
Easy.
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 Charisma times 5. Yeah, you're chatting this guy up, both from New Mexico, or his parents from New Mexico. Says, "Oh, this place, they were built just a couple years ago. Townhomes, you know. All these rich folk. It's mostly people that celebrities that don't live here all the time. Don't need a whole
Celebrities
house.
live here.
Well, I
They're
can't say
expensive,
exactly
then.
who, but yeah, there's a couple celebrities, other rich people, businessmen. I'm not really sure.
Interesting. How much do you say they go for per month?
Like 9K.
Oh my goodness. Rather
Pretty good
cheap,
for
huh?
a second or third home for these guys, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so. And you just get to guard it all day.
Yeah, pretty much. I got the night shift.
With all these celebrities, must be pretty good security. Just you, or
Yeah,
8,000 a month? I imagine they got a full fleet.
well, we got cameras all throughout this whole thing. Office is right around the corner, so I can get back up pretty quick.
An office is
Don't you
around the
worry,
corner.
it's pretty safe in here.
Like, he's living here.
What's that?
You said an officer around the corner? Like, he's living here.
No, security office right around the corner.
Oh, sorry, I lost. Sorry, I thought you meant like a security, like a police officer or something lived here. You knew.
No, our headquarters is right around the corner, so I can get
Oh,
back
that makes
up.
more sense.
Yeah.
No police officer could live here. It's way too expensive.
No, probably not.
He doesn't even know who lives here.
Anyway, do you? I can make a call for you. I can get a car to come pick you up or something.
Oh, that's lovely night. Maybe I just walk, huh? I think I know where I'm going.
Ask him to let you charge your phone. Just plug your phone in or something.
That's a good idea, actually. Do you have a charger? I could just pop it in.
Charger. No, I'm sorry. I can't really let you plug anything in here. You can see
Oh.
his phone is charging.
No.
You've been made.
Yours.
Run.
What's that?
Just for a minute. Let my friend know where I am, at least.
He starts looking around. Roll persuade.
Okay.
Shit.
He looks around the corner. Takes a look at the houses. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah. Hand it here.
It won't need much.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Roll luck. Is your phone actually dead?
Just received a text message. Surely it's dead.
Dead, baby,
Your
it's
phone
dead.
died as soon as Bill texted you, or Marvin
It
texted
was
you.
at like 2%.
Or we could say he has some way of making it appear dead.
Yeah.
He like just held down the power button. You know, it's like
Yeah. It looks dead. You're able to power it off as soon as you hand it to him. He unplugs his phone, plugs yours in, and you bought a minute or two. You guys can keep talking as we go over to Benny. You said you're in
Okay.
position. I don't know what that means for you.
so. This is like a gay community, right? So is there like just fences all around every house, like in the houses?
Yep.
So what I'm imagining is that as Phoebe's talking to him, I'm like right behind him, climbing the fence.
Okay. Give me this athletics.
Oh shit!
Climbing this fence
Athletics.
on the top right of your sheet.
Right here.
Yeah, you climb the fence. One swift motion, you just leap straight over it. You hop down on the other side gently.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
You can walk along the wall here. You're on the opposite side of the street from John Marlin's house at the moment. You get a sense of where the cameras are. You haven't been seen yet. That's right across the street. You going for it?
Okay.
You gonna go around the back, or you trying to enter through the front, through the garage? What's the plan? These are 3-story houses. 3-story townhomes.
Then we'll go around the back.
Okay. Loop around the back. Give me a stealth roll as you're walking along this wall here. He doesn't fail. Never failed the roll. Swings around, you avoid the cameras. You see some windows in the back. It's a very small backyard, a little patio, you know, just like 2 feet of grass is all it is. He's got one little patio chair out back.
Here's a question I probably should have asked before. Are the lights on?
The lights are on. You see lights on the 2nd floor. In the back, you see one of the windows is you see lights are on. Looks like there's an office. You see a little desk with a leather chair.
Just on the 2nd floor, in like one room, or it's like all around the house?
You can see light coming out the window on the left side of the house as well. Maybe a bathroom or something.
Would it be possible to locate like some sort of power breaker outside? Maybe, I don't know.
Give me a roll.
Gotta roll
Yes.
power breaker for that.
Roll power breaker lore for me.
Okay. Where is that?
I think you have search, right? You can just use that.
Shit. I have a 20 in search.
Never failed to roll.
Never failed to roll, dude.
Never failed a roll until now. And I'll put the rest of
It was
it
in this-
here. If you agree to play nice and not move.
Oh, good. That was a necessary fail. It was so that I didn't fail the next roll.
You do not see power breaker.
Oh, shit. Okay. On the 1st floor, there's no lights on, right?
1st floor, no lights. 3rd floor, no lights. Just this one room on the 2nd floor. It's lit up.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna try and get in then. On the 1st floor.
1st floor?
1st floor entry.
As you walk along the fence, you see John Marlin sitting there at his desk.
Not facing me, though, right?
Not facing you. He's looks like he's working on his laptop. In that office
Right.
room. Step around along the wall.
Kill him.
That's what I'm thinking.
You have a shot.
Do I just shoot him? No, I don't shoot him. I don't just shoot him right here. There's no.
Not in the head, shoot him in like the leg or something.
No, in the head. He's
I'll
not-
shoot him in the leg if if I get found out and I just had a spur of the moment thing.
He's a lizard person. He's not even human.
Wrong up.
It would be pretty cool if you just banged him over the head and walked out of the community with his body.
You hop down and you see a door across this little yard here. Let me move you here.
Whoa. Wow, it's just unlocked.
It's just unlocked. Back door unlocked. Opens up to a little laundry room.
Alright.
Guess I can move Phoebe as well. Yeah, all the lights are off. Hold on, let me see if I can fix these lights.
I have Discord covering the screen.
All these lights are on. They gotta be off. Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
You do have a flashlight though. Let me.
Who's that? Where's the flashlight?
There you go. Turned on a flashlight for you.
What's in here?
He's got
Wine.
books. Wine.
I'm being very quiet.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's anything of interest down here. So I guess.
You're going upstairs?
Well. Wait.
You should go climb into his bed and wait for him.
That's what that was actually what I was kind of thinking of doing. I was gonna wait. I was just gonna like hide in his house until he goes to sleep.
Yeah, just strip down and get in his bed. Give him a little surprise. Seduce him.
Okay. I guess I'll turn off my flashlight. How do I turn it?
Have a
As I go upstairs, you know.
Okay, turn off your flashlight.
Alright, upstairs we go.
And you sneak upstairs. I didn't set up all like the cool levels and stuff, so I gotta manually move you around. I gotta turn off all these lights first.
Oh yeah, and also make sure to close every door.
Okay.
Open them,
Close all the
just in
doors.
case.
You turn the flashlight off. You're sitting there.
Well, what do I roll to feel around in the dark?
I don't know. Alertness?
Navigate?
Navigate? Yeah. We'll give you navigate.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're walking up the stairs, you can feel around. You get to the end of the stairwell here. There is a door at the end of the stairwell.
I open it.
Okay, you open the door stealthily, of course.
Stealthily, of course.
And you see just a little bit of light peeking out from the office here.
Oh, no, I only open it a little, you know.
Looks like he's still in there. Lights are on. Marvin?
Marvin!
I'm just taking a peek.
Yeah. Alright.
Looking through the window.
Step here. You're in front of the door. You can hear him clacking around on his keyboard. He's right behind this door still. Have you...
Would I have a silencer on my gun?
You're Spec Ops.
Perfect.
I assume so.
You would also probably know what you're looking for, which is the journal. You can find it.
Was that the plan?
That was the idea, was that he might have had the journal in this place.
Okay.
I wasn't here for like the first hour, so it's not my
Oh, right. You were with me in the city hall last week, and we saw that one image where there was a picture of that journal. That wasn't in the evidence report, and we think that John Marlin might have.
So you saw no signs of the journal. You're digging through some of his stuff, being careful to place it back. You didn't see the journal anywhere. Wasn't on the first floor.
Maybe it's in his bedroom.
Maybe.
Time to start feeling around in the dark again.
You feel around, you know, you can feel you're in a hallway here. Digging around. Quietly. Digging around.
Very quietly.
Feel around here.
Very quietly.
There's a door to your left. As you're walking south on this hallway here.
I very quietly open it.
It's been long enough. Give me another stealth roll.
Oh shit. Da-da-da-da-da. I never fail. I've never failed a roll.
This guy's so fucking sneaky.
It does look like there is some dim light in this room. Looks like a library of some sorts.
A library. Where else would you store a journal? Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna press C to crouch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Press F to pay respects.
I'm going to very sneakily look and look along. What do I even know what the journal looks like?
Yeah,
You saw a
would have seen it in
picture of the
picture.
journal from like 6 feet away.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you're
I look
looking
for
around. There is a ton of books in here. You're gonna
Well-
need like 15 minutes at least in this room. He is in the next room, just above you.
Okay, well, actually, I'll change the plans. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna keep walking down the hallway.
Okay.
Feeling around.
Feeling around. You see some light from outside. See, there's a window. You're out front now.
Wait, is this like a little overhang here?
It's a little overhang over the front door, yeah.
Okay, that's not a good idea. I'm not doing that. Feeling around.
You see another door, stairwell leading up to a third floor. You haven't seen a bedroom yet.
Is it dark enough that if I climbed out of this, laid prone on that,
There's
nobody would see?
There's street lights.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to the third floor then.
He's going up to the third floor. Okay. Benny Pinchin. Stealthily walking up to the third floor.
Okay, turn on my flashlight.
Okay. Flashlight is on. There's a door. Yeah, there you go.
Bathroom.
Found a pretty fancy marble floor bathroom.
Ah.
Get into his bedroom.
Do you have a closet in here? I can't really tell.
Looks like there's a closet that way.
Is this big enough that I can hide in?
Yeah, first give me a search roll.
Damn it! I never fail.
This guy never...
I never fail.
Finds the journal in the bedside nightstand. Wow.
Don't find the journal.
Damn it.
Hold on. I gotta...
Could have been our breakthrough.
Huge breakthrough incoming.
You're going around. You see a loaded Colt 45 in the bedside drawer next to the bed.
I confiscate it.
Okay.
Okay.
Take his gun.
Loaded. Doesn't this guy know any good gun safety?
Wait. I have a better idea. I unload. Put it back where it is.
Okay. You unload it, leave it there.
And then I hide in the closet.
Hide in the closet.
Oh, I thought you were out. No, he's assassinating him, dude.
That's
This
not
is
the
an
joke I was
execution.
making.
I have this super smart plan, okay? You just wait.
He's got a silencer on. He knows this guy's guilty.
I just meant I thought he was out of the closet.
Oh.
No, Benny goes into the closet and waits.
I wait.
Okay, there's the closet. Close the door. Assume you turn your flashlight off.
Yes.
Did you wait?
And I have my pistol at the ready.
Okay. Going back to Phoebe, it doesn't sound like you've been able to communicate back to her at all.
Oh well, I guess while I'm up here in the dark, like as soon as I get in the closet, I
What do you do?
I walkie-talkie her.
You walkie-talkie.
From the closet? No way.
Well, I'm upstairs and it's like completely dark, and he's still like this is just as I get. So like I know he's still down there
All right, what do you say?
typing away. I say, I'm. Actually, what do I say?
Nothing.
Things have been going pretty smoothly so far.
That's all you say.
Oh my god. That's so whole risk for nothing. No.
Okay. So
I'm gonna miss Benny when he's dead. When he's clawed his face off.
Phoebe is standing at the security guard while this is all happening. And he goes,
No way, she's still there and he's been no.
he goes, well, it's been a couple minutes. You want to try your phone?
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl.
You turn it on. It's like 68% now.
Another second it could be perfect.
Yeah. No text or anything. But then you hear coming over the radio.
Uh-oh. I grab the phone and run around the corner real quick.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, just really quick. Just how to take this.
And you hear things have been going smoothly so far. What do you say? What do you do with that information?
Where are you?
I'm hiding in his closet.
Oh no.
Okay, well, maybe just text me when you're done instead of talking.
Come on.
By the way, is Vinny in his trash ghillie suit still?
No.
Yeah. 100%.
He's gonna open the closet door. Why is there so much trash in my closet?
I have a trash bag and I shoot him in the head.
He's left a huge trail of trash across the house. He's just been leaking trash.
Okay. So
Look, I'm sorry for messaging you. It's just the anticipation is killing me.
I'm so excited to kill this guy.
So you're sitting there in the closet. Phoebe, you got a text from Marvin saying, "Don't go in. We're being tailed." Benny's in this guy's closet. What do you do?
Call Marvin, let him know he went in.
Okay. It's now like 9:10 p.m. 9:30, I'll say. Marvin and Bill, you guys hanging out?
Gotta.
Did
Dude,
we
we got to. No.
You can go back to the hotel, but if you get a text from Phoebe saying Benny's in the house, does that change your plans, or are you staying at the hotel hiding out?
I mean, maybe we just keep these guys busy on us, right?
It changes our plan because now I'm trying to plan what our next steps look like with 3 people instead of 4.
Okay.
No, yeah, I decided. I think I agree with him. Is that we just keep driving, keeping this tail.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our options are either confront or just keep them on our tail at this point. Yeah,
Okay.
just
Keep
keep
on the
driving.
tip. Drive around doing random stuff.
I say maybe we should confront them. Maybe they'll pull the lieutenant and get him out of the house.
I'm down to confront them.
So we should have them follow us around a corner, but then they be stopped, so they just we're blocking their car.
Okay.
Lead them into an alley or something.
I'll do that. You guys lead them down an alley. You see there's.
Both our guns are loaded, right?
I assume so. They're sitting at the end of the alley. They don't follow you down.
Oh, but we were also at the end of the alley. We didn't go all the way down. I'm saying we were at the edge of the alley, so that as soon as they turn the corner, we're right next to each other.
He's assuming it's a blind corner.
Yeah, and then we just I want to get out of the car, and as soon as they come around, I want to be on their car.
Okay. Yeah, you're there. They pull up right beside you. They're just staring at you.
Who is it? Do I recognize them?
Nope.
Okay. I stand next to the window.
We get out of the car?
Yeah.
Get out of the car. You walk up to their door. Do you have your guns out?
No.
Okay.
They're on me.
Gun on you.
We're going aggro, man.
I have my hand near my gun.
Hand near your gun. You walk up, knock on the door, whatever. They just roll the window down just slightly. What's up?
Be cool, man. Be cool.
Be cool, Marv. Don't lose your shit. You're not insane yet.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
You've been tailing a federal officer for hours after threatening me during my investigation yesterday.
Okay. We're just conducting a stakeout in the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, and across all the neighborhoods we've been driving through. Across the neighborhood we were just in.
It's a lot of criminal activity here.
Oh, right. I'm sure internal affairs would hear about it.
Blast him.
Go ahead, tell them. We're just doing our jobs here.
Oh, well, you won't have a job.
Okay.
Interfering with a federal investigation, threatening a federal officer. Oh, you guys are in some deep shit now.
Okay. They seem totally unbothered by you.
Do I smell
Nope.
that scent on them?
Nope. Smells like bacon though.
Oh.
Oh.
You can see in the passenger seat this guy's eating some bacon and eggs from Denny's.
Cannibals too.
You're just eating.
You guys going through a lot of trouble to cover up your tracks, huh?
Cover our tracks, we're just eating.
Oh, yeah.
Just doing a stakeout. We left to go get some food.
So very clever.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys are going to spend the rest of your lives in prison once they're in.
Guess we'll see about that.
You might as well enjoy your snacks while you can.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to antagonize them into attacking us or getting riled.
Well, we're sorry on if we offended you, man. We're just trying to do our jobs here. Have a nice day, okay?
Yeah. Your job's framing people, killing innocent folks, children.
Whoa.
Real
Alright.
good work.
Okay, at this
me-
Bill's like,
Charisma.
yeah, Bill's putting
Charisma
his
times 5 to insult them.
Charisma.
Yeah, you know, we'll see about that, man. I'm not sure what you're talking about. We're just doing our jobs.
God, I failed like everything today except for like one roll. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna wait.
Yo, Marv,
sorry
you-
about any trouble.
yo, Marv, you might want to lay off on these guys a little bit.
Yeah, those little pigs. God,
You roll up the window.
we're really the trash of the city.
Whoa, let's not go there.
They roll up the window, and they pull away.
Slug o'clock.
It's slug
Use some
o'clock.
willpower, but I don't have any left.
You trying to piss off these? You trying to piss off these guys any more than we already are? They're just some low-level lackeys. You ain't getting shit out of them.
But they're gone now, aren't they?
Yeah, they drove down the street about 20 meters.
Did we see like where they went? Or
Drove down the
they're
street,
gone?
turn the corner, and they leave. They go around the corner at least.
Yeah, they're just... Look, these are probably some low-level guys. They're just on grunt duty. What's interesting about this, though, is clearly they got enough camaraderie on their team that they're not at all intimidated by us. Whatever Kool-Aid they got going on over there, they're drinking.
Supernaturally so.
So, looks like you lost your tail. What do you do?
I guess if we're
Do you wanna-
clear, we like head back to our
Oh,
place.
I mean, if you want to give it a go, we can dart off, and maybe they aren't going to keep pursuing us.
Well, let's go grab something to eat. Make sure we're clear.
You don't want to try making it back to Benny and Phoebe?
I have a feeling that we will not make it for whatever's going down over there.
You haven't heard back from them.
Yep,
Well,
he's in the
at least
vents.
we should be prepared to give them support, so at least let's head in that direction.
Phoebe, do you do anything?
I
Am I
wanna
being
head in
told
that direction.
anything?
You haven't heard from Marvin. All you've heard from Benny is things are going smoothly.
All right, I'm gonna call Marvin.
I'm in his closet.
I'm gonna call Marvin and give him a little bit of a coded information of what's happening.
Okay.
I answer the phone.
Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, I got a wee bit lost and my phone died, but the security guard at this, I give him the address.
125
like the
south,
area.
whatever.
Yeah, I give him the address. Security guard here was nice enough to let me charge my phone, since I was just left here alone. You know how it is with Benny going in the house and all, but I'm not with him.
Yeah, classic Benny. I would expect nothing less. He's probably, in the vents or in a closet or something, knowing him. He's probably rummaging through some trash, dumpster diving.
He knows me
Last
so
I heard
well.
from him, though, everything's going well. But I'm just here alone, making sure I can get home. But thought I'd call you, give you a
Yeah,
status
well,
update.
We've had some unsavory attention We think we scared him off, but it's
Marvin
gonna take
does
us some
not
time
get
to. No, Marvin's tense.
Marvin's not getting the code.
You know, we wouldn't be able to help give you a ride until we're, you know, we finished up what we're doing over here. I might grab some dinner or something first and bring it over to you. You hungry?
I'm a bit peckish, yeah.
Benny, you hear a faucet running.
All right. Well, hey, we'll be over to bring you some food and give you a lift real soon once we're clear to do so. Once we finished up our own meal.
That sounds great. Thank you.
I fill in on the conversation.
Okay.
Let him know that Ruby is asking for some support, but I don't want to like go over there until we're 100% sure we're not being followed, because those people would recognize where the lieutenant lives.
Okay. Phoebe, you staying outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you hear a door open. Hear footsteps. Hear some clothes being taken off.
Oh,
Wow, you have really good hearing.
It's the sliding of fabric on fabric. Hear some footsteps. And the click of a light switch. And the lights are out again. What do you do?
Well, obviously, I'm not just gonna burst out of the closet. I'm gonna wait for him to fall asleep.
And put a pillow over his head and then put
That's
a bullet
exactly
through it.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna wait?
Yes.
Betty's like kicking it off, dude. Finally, our first combat. He's really out here. Just getting it started.
Hanging out. Waiting.
Doing what no one else could. Our first combat in any Delta Green.
The camera passes through the walls and outside. Phoebe's just sitting on her phone, standing under a streetlight, maybe sitting on a bench on her phone, keeping eyes out for people coming by. Hour passes. She's still sitting there. Periodically, you can see the guard looks out at you, just checking on you. And you see Bill's car pull up right beside you. Door opens up. Marvin and Bill are there.
And we're hunting and we're not getting followed.
How long is Benny gonna be in the house?
Looks like you guys aren't being followed. You're 100% sure you're not being tailed. Benny, you hear snoring. The camera pans back in. We're in a dark closet. We hear snoring. What do you do?
I very quietly open the door to the closet.
The lights are all out.
I see him sleeping there, maybe like the lights from the street
Light from the
are
street.
shining slightly.
Yeah,
I can barely see.
He's got some curtains, but yeah, there's might be a little bit of light piercing through the bottom. You can see the shape of the bed. You can see the shape of his body underneath the covers.
Can I grab the pillow right next to his head and gently place it over his face?
Dude.
And shoot him.
I'm murdering this guy.
You didn't see this coming, Kieran. You did not. You weren't ready for this development. We're actually skipping so many steps ahead. Vinny's just a freak, dude. He doesn't give no shits.
This is where we're
I'm
definitely closing off.
100%.
I don't know
I'm
what the
100%
pillow
sure this
roll
guy's
is,
guilty.
but give me a stealth.
Oh god.
Give me a
I
pillow
failed now.
lore check.
Give me stealth. To
Wait. Use willpower. Use willpower.
I am not using willpower.
He doesn't need it.
Holy crap.
Dude, what the fuck?
Don't
Stealth's up.
miss. Don't fail. I don't fail.
Feels
And I
like the
gently
lieutenant
place the
doesn't
pillow,
move. Okay.
and then I take my gun, my silenced gun, and I hold the pillow with one hand, and I press my pistol right into the pillow, and I shoot. One bullet.
Oh my god.
You got a double tap.
Kills the lieutenant. No way.
Okay, well, I am gonna put you into combat because there's a chance you miss.
I wouldn't.
The way he missed it.
I don't know if there
How
is
the
a
hell
chance
do
he
I
misses.
miss this shot? If I
don't
miss
even
this
have
shot,
a roll
no,
for
no.
that.
Hold on.
it's been so much preparation.
Let's say
I don't know. There's
you
a way he
you
misses
don't miss.
that.
You're gonna hit him. There's a chance you don't kill him. How about that?
That makes sense.
I
Should shoot
guess.
twice.
Give me
That could
this 1d8.
Put another
1d8.
bullet in his heart.
Okay. Do I just press the D8 button?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know that this person's
There's
human.
there's
so.
a damage button on your sheet, but you can just roll 1d8. It's fine.
God.
7.
Lucky 7.
7. Hold on, I gotta bring my combat music up.
Oh my god. Yeah, you weren't
Is
fucking
this-
ready, bro. You weren't ready for combat this session.
Is this combat?
This is combat. Fires off a shot, and wouldn't you know it, it doesn't kill him. Lieutenant John Marlin wakes up, and he tries to wrestle you.
Bleeding
get
from
out
his
of this.
head.
Bleeding from his head. He's gonna make an unarmed combat roll. This is gonna be against your dodge.
Okay.
With 30 dodge.
Was there an initiative?
Yes, it's just your agility or whatever, your dex.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna roll unarmed combat. Give me a dodge roll.
Okay. Yikes.
Now, luckily, he failed worse than you did.
Oh, hell,
Hell
yeah.
yes.
He's trying to
Hell
wrestle,
yes.
but you keep the pillow on him. You keep him subdued. Benny, it's your turn.
Put another bullet in his
Got
heart.
another bullet.
I take my gun. Can I see his he's like
He's
Hey.
he's struggling now, so I do need you to make this firearms roll. You have an 80.
all right. I roll.
He's
I'm gonna
wrestling against
roll.
you.
You saw
Firearm.
willpower.
28 success.
Oh my god.
Tell me what happens as you roll this
Well-
1d8 damage.
As he he struggles and he's struggling out for a split second. I can see his face for just a split second, and as I see his face, I take my gun, press it right up against his face, and I shoot.
All right, 1d8. You successfully hit him. There's a chance
Right.
you clip his ear or something, though.
8.
8.
Oh my god, you blow his brains out of the back.
You blow his brains out,
Holy shit.
and he goes quiet.
Then he never misses a roll.
The face is insane, dude. What the fuck?
I search his bedside table for the journal.
Fuck. Okay. You're right. I was not prepared to just assassinate this guy. You search his bedside table.
He had it coming the way he treated that man.
Look, you said we were doing black bag ops, right? We kind
I
of
did. I didn't expect this to be the exact way it happens, but
0 to
We could
100.
have finished this session. So
This is what happens when you say we're allowed to do illegal things. Not
You're
only are we
allowed
allowed
to
to,
do
we
illegal
have
things.
to. We have to.
you had
We're gonna-
to do something. You didn't have to just kill this guy without talking to him at all.
No,
Or,
this makes sense.
Learning anything. It does make sense. I'll give you that.
I don't know if it does.
You search his bedside table. There's a Colt 45. There's
you
nothing
open
else.
Pandora's box.
All right, I go downstairs.
We have the whole library and his laptop.
I turn on my flashlight, actually.
Turn on your flashlight. Hold on. Select. Turn on your flashlight.
Are we still like in the neighborhood? Like,
You're right outside.
do we see anything going on with the security office?
Nope.
At the security box when we're picking up Phoebe during this event?
He's watching. He waves at Phoebe. Gives you a thumbs up.
All right. I guess we should head out. It'd be really suspicious. Stay here. After getting Phoebe, just head a little while away.
Go downstairs. My flashlight's on. Never mind, it's back. Whoa, the lights are still on. And he's still there.
He's not there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're right. The lights are off. He turned them off.
Can I search this desk for anything?
You can search the desk. You go through his desk. There's some paperwork, some random stuff. Let me see what you find in Lieutenant John Marlin's office. Looking around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Looking around,
We're on the car being like, I wonder what Benny's up to in there.
you're looking around, you see some paperwork, financial stuff. It all looks ordinary. But as far as Benny knows, he's not the best accountant, maybe. But looking around, give me a search roll.
Ah, my least favorite.
Good thing you never miss.
Yeah, exactly. Never mind.
You never miss. The only thing you find anywhere here, there's a little black box above his computer. It's plugged in. Looks like it's plugged into the computer. A little USB something. You don't know what it is.
I take it.
Probably should take his. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a.
Maybe I'll call you guys and you can help me hack this computer.
Yeah, you killed this guy. There's no one in the house. You've checked the whole house. There's no one here. You want to radio in?
Well, first I'm going to search the library.
Okay. Before telling them that you're okay. Search the library. You got the little black box. Shove it in your bag. Take 20 minutes. Search the library. These guys are just sitting in the car outside. Give me a for those of you outside, give me a luck roll.
Uh-oh.
All of us.
Just one.
Oh, frick.
All right.
Benny.
I'm so lucky. I'll do it.
No, don't do it.
Nah, Malik, do it.
No, not Malik.
All right. I got
Kevin,
this.
you gotta roll. You haven't rolled luck today. Oh my god.
I've been rolling.
So
Dude, we rolled 2 critical failures back to
Yeah,
back.
we've been rolling like shit today.
And I also
should've
rolled
it
that
then.
after spending willpower. So
You got 100. The security guard looks over
Law
you guys.
fudge numbers, I'm due.
Looks over at you guys. You see him pick up a phone. Do. Looks like
Wait,
it's,
we went down the block. We went away from the neighborhood.
Who said that?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I
You
said
did
it's
say that,
suspicious if we
yeah.
just stay here, so we should like head out and go down to.
Oh, yeah,
remember.
you did say
hear
that.
from Eddie.
You did say that. Okay. Fine.
For this reason. I want to stay close enough that we're in range of the walkie-talkie, but like I don't want to be like.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're on the corner. Benny, you take 20 minutes. Scan the library. You don't see any signs of a journal. No journal, in fact. This guy does not talk about his feelings.
All right. I'm gonna ring the team.
Also, for the record, guys, we got other stuff we're looking for here. It's not just the journal.
Well, I'm sorry, he's gonna take the black box in his computer, right? So.
Yeah. Breaker, this is Twister to Burning Steak. Tango down, over.
Wait, what?
What do you mean tango down?
What do you mean down?
What is he? Yeah.
Okay. I killed him.
You what?
You did a what?
I shot him.
You shot the lieutenant?
Quiet as a mouse.
Did he wake up? Did he come after you?
For a little bit.
What do you?
Then he went back to sleep.
Wait,
If you know what I'm saying.
Did you shoot him before or after he came after you? Did you shoot him before or after he came after you?
Before. He was sleeping in his bed. And I crept up real sneakily like, gently placed the pillow over his face, and then I shot him.
do we all look at each other in the car like?
No,
Are we all like, what the fuck?
I take the button off the like transmit, or the thumb off the transmit for a second. Phoebe, is this the plan you guys agreed to?
I had no idea what he was gonna do. He just distracted the guard and that he was in position.
He just said he was in position and things are going smoothly.
Oh man, this guy's a real jarhead.
I mean, I don't feel too bad about the guy who's definitely guilty of a lot of horrible things, but like, oh man, I hope we can still get some information from his items. We should
Now we have
tell him to bring some of his stuff over. How are we gonna get him out of there?
How are we getting rid of the body?
Oh, the body will be fine. Someone will find it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
because
assume he did his job
that's the
pretty well.
strategy we're going with here. This is fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
we needed to get dirty. We didn't need to get this dirty this fast.
I don't know. I think once they find his body, they might start getting a little sloppy. It'll be easier to get the rest of them.
Yeah, it's like sending a message, you know?
I mean, you saw how those officers were just a little while ago.
This will scare them.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess he needs to get out of there with the computer and the black box. We gotta figure out how to help him.
Is his computer just like a laptop, or am I like taking like his whole like computer and monitor?
Whatever you want.
Is it a whole
Yeah.
desktop or is it a laptop? Or is it like...
He has a desktop. But there's a little black box plugged into the desktop.
Hold up, guys. Would it be the worst idea for him to just drive out of there? Security ain't gonna check him driving out. He takes his car, takes his body, takes his stuff, and hightails it out.
Well, the cameras would see who it is driving the car.
Not depends on the angles.
Not when it comes to Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benny's got
I'm
the
the
angle.
Benny's got some good stealth. He can get a baseball cap on. Look down. How else are we gonna get this dude out of here?
I guess you've
I mean,
been here for a
my
while.
plan wasn't even to take him out of here. I was just gonna leave him.
You still have to get out. Either
Yeah,
way.
I know that, but I was just gonna leave the body.
Would Ruby have seen
I
people
really
coming and
don't think
going?
it's a good idea to leave the
Like-
body there.
Do they have to stop at security when they're leaving?
That's not how these
Didn't see
things.
anyone leave. but
Do we have any reason to think that?
no.
That's
I don't know.
not.
It's a weird place.
Is it?
I mean, it's his house. He can leave whenever he wants, right?
They ain't gonna
I guess
check
so.
you to leave. Yeah.
I mean, if you have his keys in his car,
Hey, you hit the beeper.
just hit the
Open the
beep and
gate.
leave. Yeah.
I strongly
Park
think
your
he
car
should
on the
take the
street
body
and
with
then
him.
leave. Oh, I think he should leave the body.
Why?
The car is not in the garage. It's on the street.
What are we gonna do with the body?
Car is not in the garage.
It's in the driveway in front of the garage. He did not park it in
Well-
the garage.
What are they even gonna do if they find the body? You know?
Well, that's not a big deal. Is it nighttime yet?
It's
just 'cause
nighttime.
I'm-
There's street lights.
There's a security guy out there.
How's he gonna
In
drive?
line of sight, he can just drive the car into the garage.
It's
Right?
definitely in line of sight.
That's
But
fine.
Yes, you could drive it into the garage potentially.
That's still not that weird.
I think he should just come out the way he came.
And sneak out.
Yeah.
So he has.
Sneaking's kind of my thing.
I think it makes more sense for him to. He shouldn't even have to sneak to get the car into the garage.
He should drag the body into the bathtub and fill it with bleach.
You're gonna want something a little stronger than bleach, but you know.
No,
But he's
bleach
still
will
gonna
do
be
it.
dead.
Well,
All right. Well,
Yeah,
bleach
but the
wouldn't
body
be the
dissolves.
fastest thing, but yeah. There are faster agents than bleach, but we'll take care of the body eventually, as long as no one finds it in the next, couple hours or next day.
Okay. I'll do
I
that.
mean-
I'll dissolve the body.
Why?
can we?
Why
Okay.
are we trying to get rid of the body? I don't get.
Well, I mean, if it was up to me, I would just leave the body. No, you
Yeah,
guys
you
seem
It
can
pretty
is
leave the
up to
body.
you.
It is up to
Well,
you.
Then I'm just leaving the body.
too.
It is literally up to you. Yeah.
And I'm taking the computer and anything else that I.
Probably not the whole desktop, but the little black box. Maybe if you know how to get the hard drive, it's like your character would know.
Would I know? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, and you just
Give
take the
me-
black
Give me an
box.
intelligence roll. In
Oh,
times 5.
that's not good. And yeah, yikes. So close.
Yeah, you don't know. Do I look like I know what a
Well,
hard drive
Sure,
is?
you guys will know how to do that. That's why I'll bring it to you guys.
Okay.
And
You're gonna lug the whole thing out here. There's no way you're gonna get out of there. Just bring the little black box. This should be.
yes, we'll take the little black box.
Take the little black box. You look for anything else?
But is there anything else that I should be looking for?
I don't know. Do you
I
do
don't know
anything?
either. Don't think so. So I guess I'll just leave.
Okay. You leave? When you
Yeah.
came to the laundry room. The little backyard fence, you climb up onto the fence. Give me a stealth roll
Oh shit.
as you're leaving this place.
Oh my god! Use some willpower.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it.
Insane, dude. He's just insane.
He just doesn't
You
miss,
need-
man.
Who
Stealth
needs
out.
friends or bonds when you can be good at
The guy's
sneaking
a
around?
stealth god.
He's got a little black
Sure.
box in his jacket. He's sneaking along the fence.
Actual fucking ghost.
Hops down. Runs around the corner. And he just happens to see your guys' car. Sitting on the corner.
I real casually just
Didn't someone go
get in
get
the
the other
car.
car? Where's the other car parked anyway? Where'd you guys park it?
It's out front.
Like in front of the security office? There's no way. Because Phoebe
Well,
went in
it's-
to go
it's
say that
not
she doesn't
right
have a
in
vehicle.
It's not right in front, but yeah, it's on the street. Outside
Whatever.
the
We can
gate.
very easily just get back to the other car. We're just swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be someone who's not Phoebe or
Yeah, we get back in our car, and once we see that he's coming, we switch back into our car, and then get ready to go. We don't need to. We're just trying to get out of here, right? We can reconvene after.
Well, someone should go get the other car, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Who does it?
Well, it's my car.
So you go get it.
Yeah. I mean, I would have presumed that Phoebe would have gotten the car with me too, but yeah, whatever.
Well, the security guard can't see Phoebe.
Okay, I got my car.
Okay. Go to your cars. You guys don't seem like you're tailed. Just drive back to your hotel. What do you do? What do you guys talk about? I feel like there's
Shit, I
something to
cannot
talk
believe-
about.
I cannot believe what happened tonight. I'm saying, obviously, but we should go look at this thing that you retrieved.
Yeah, here it is, and I hand him the weird black box.
It's clearly an external hard drive.
It's the USB.
Yeah. No, it is a little, 4-inch long, 2-inch wide little hard drive connected by USB.
What do you make of it?
Seems like
I've never seen this kind of magical trickery in my life.
seems like a hard drive of some sort. I guess
Those are
you would know what to do with it.
Phoebe?
Or Ruby.
Ruby?
We can plug it in. Be my first guess.
Sounds like a good start.
I'm not necessarily an expert though.
Let's see what's on there.
You plug it in. Looks like it's encrypted.
All right, Phoebe, do your magic.
I do my magic.
Give me a computer science roll.
Holy
My magic.
80 exactly.
Now we know which two team members are the real players.
Which, by the way, the closer you get to your target, your skill is technically better. Like if you're doing a roll off, like the combat versus dodge thing, the closer you get to 80 in this example is better.
This is really my magic then.
So it's like an asymptote. So it gets better, and then everything past it is just fail.
Yeah.
I guess piecewise.
There's also critical successes in between.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun, but yes. So you hack into this hard drive. His password was fish white.
Easy.
The hard drive has several pictures, addresses, tax records, death reports for all of the Dondry witnesses. That is William Tavelin, Elizabeth Ray, and Annis Walker. It also has Jazz Ihijirika. Same thing. Pictures, addresses, tax records. No death report.
That's odd. He has all this information on him.
Nothing indicates any of these cases are under investigation. The Slug Squad was never assigned to these files. Digging through, you also see names and contact information, sometimes pictures, for hundreds of LA Sheriff's Department personnel. Next to their names, you see a letter coding: TB, IC, or S. Hundreds and hundreds of deputies listed here. Among them, you see, I assume Marvin would have been checking the names of the officers that have been harassing him. You see you see their names.
Under TB,
Make up a name, whatever, last name. You see some last names there. And next to their names, the ones that were harassing you. Let me see what is next to their names. you would see IC. Maybe the ones that were just following you now, yeah, you see TB. One of them was an IC, one was a TB next to their names.
Dang, okay. And there's no legend anywhere.
Nope.
Okay. I let my group know. I think these are some of the us around with
You're cutting out.
TB or S or IC. Sorry.
TB, IC, S.
S is the ones that like they haven't been followed.
Yeah, you don't see any S's on there.
For context, can we? Is there like a search option? Can we search for the Slug Squad members? Just to know like where they stand in relation to the.
You look for the Slug Squad members. You don't see any of their names.
What about the captain?
Let me see. You don't see his name.
Okay. That's odd.
That's odd.
Do we find any information on the lawyer?
Yeah, it looks like there's some information about her. Where she works, where she lives. There's some notes about her habits. Looks like they're tracking her, and she is back in Texas. It's the most recent update on the folder with her name. There's some information, some notes. It says she fled a day ago.
Well, I guess that's one way to protect her, huh?
Yep.
Suppose so.
Scare her off. Back to Texas. I guess that's good news. I assumed they had gotten to her. How many people on the list are still? It's just all the family members.
People on the list, so there's a folder with all the deputies in it, but then the folder with the witnesses, they're all dead.
Is there any notes on their deaths?
Nope. In fact,
Same thing with Jazz, right? Doesn't say anything about his death.
yeah, so there's death reports, but these are like the official reports. You know, it says fentanyl, heroin, whatever.
Okay.
There's no notes though. These are all official documents. Jazz doesn't even have a death report.
Is there any information aside from just like the whole department and then the people that they have been tracking related to that case?
Yeah, the only other information that I'll give you, as we'll end it here in a second. the only thing you see is in Jazz's folder. You see there's a note. There's a little text file. And it just says check on Gully.
Gully.
Check on Gully, question mark.
Gully's the other person on the slug squad, right? One of the ones who's there.
Mm-hmm.
Who's goalie?
Gully.
He's one of the slug squad members.
And we will end it there.
Because you have to go prepare all the consequences of our action.
I got a week. No, it's because we're well over 3 hours now. We're at 3.5 hours.
Uh-huh. You're like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yeah.
They
Alright,
killed
good
the last
session,
boss
guys.
already.
You made a lot of progress.
Hell yeah, we did.
And
Good
I
thing that he
will-
came back in time.
I will leave you with this.
The slug?
The 11th
slug
hour.
11
Move
slugs.
to the 11 from 7.
Is it the doomsday clock? Or how many minutes from midnight are we?
It's a good question.
We're very dead, is what it's.
We'll see what
Yo.
happens next session, which these nods, it's the last.
Shit.
Right on time, baby.
Alright, good session, guys.
Shit. Okay, so we got next Saturday at 9, right?
Yep.
And that's our last scheduled one.
Yeah, I get that. We'll figure it out from there, depending on
Okay.
how that goes.
I think for sure no more than 2 more.
Yeah.
There's no way there's more than 2.
One way or another.
Yeah, alright. Good job, Benny. Get down to business.
And he's gonna solve it for us.
He's gonna go kill their entire.
You know, I think all campaigns you need some high strength, low int characters, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually how you solve problems.
Sometimes you just need a murder hobo to move the campaign along. If we had this in our last campaign, we would have probably finished it.
Violence is
Sure.
never the
Another.
answer, but sometimes it is.
This was one of those
Yeah.
times. I'm pretty certain. One of those times.
Pretty sure this is the best thing we could have done.
Seems like it.
Alright.
I mean, the clock moved.
Clock moved. Made some progress.
So clearly it was the right thing to do.
Alrighty,
He had
I'm
it
gonna
coming.
go. Good job,
True.
guys.
Thanks,
Alright,
next
boys.
time.
Thanks, y'all.
9
Thanks for the game.
Peace out.
GG's.
These
How
guys.
you guys?
Gee.